boys is right here. Joseph Ayodeji Obisheson is here. Together, we will be taking you round at the world of football. From the local scene, we'll look at football. We'll also look at football on the continent. We'll be looking at football in Europe. And we will look at world football. This is the place to be. Every day, every single day, every weekend. This is the place to be. But before we do anything, we have a word. Chivas Regal wants to tell you something. And how else? Let's hear it from Joseph Obisheson. Joseph, you good?
Yes, I am good. In fact, this is all about the Gunners once again. Yesterday was a fantastic
day for
them. Yes. And it is still not over. Yes, it's coming near, but it is still not over. And of course, it's still Arsenal all the way.
We are having a few more. The games are running out.
Yes, the games are running out. And it's just a matter of 8 weeks now. We could probably be saying, okay, Arsenal the champions of England. But to celebrate this great season, Chivas Regal, the official whiskey partner.
So Chivas knew that this season Arsenal will win the... And that's why they've been with Arsenal all the way.
Of course.
They knew that this year.
Of course. They knew that this year it is the right year. And of course, instead of even the English national team, I don't know the song. Maybe they'll do an Arsenal rendition of that particular song I'm talking about. But this time is for Chivas and the whiskey partners of Arsenal FC. Giving away our official Arsenal jerseys signed by Victor Gyökeres. It's called yesterday. Yes, Martin Zubimendi and even Mikel Merino. And the challenge is not hard. Build your ultimate five-a-side Arsenal FC team with any era of Arsenal players. Maybe the Invisibles, the Hybrid, even the current probably champions in the making. Yes, anywhere, anyhow, any era at all. You can mix it up. Just be creative about it. Show us that you know Arsenal. You drop your lineup in the comment section of the pinned post of the official at Chivas Regal NG, at Chivas Regal NG page on Instagram and X. And the comment with the most likes or loves, yes, will win the jersey. So hurry now. Let's see who is really a gunner for life. Arise, we rise. Remember to drink Chivas responsibly.
Do you know that for Arsenal in the Premier League, there are all but 7 more games to go? 7 more games to go for the Gunners. As for Manchester City, who are second, they are now 9 points behind Arsenal. What this simply means is Arsenal may not need to win those 7 games. If they win 5,
it's okay.
And in winning those 5, if they manage to beat Man City in between, they are champions.
Yeah, obviously, I think you have to look at it now. So 15 more points for Arsenal to, confirm themselves as the champions of English football. And I like the way they've basically been able to rough the entire wave. They've, gone ahead with the entire what he throws at them. I mean, life gave them probably no money. They've made something good out of it. And I saw the spirit yesterday.
Wait, let's do something.
Okay,
let's do something before you continue. So Arsenal. Or maybe we should wait for this because there's a point we'll talk about Arsenal.
All right.
Let me not jump the gun.
Okay.
I wanted us to do something. But we'll not do it now. We'll save it for later. But you've heard the message from Chivas. What's the message again?
Yes, the message from Chivas is that there's something for Arsenal fans, probably to celebrate the new season. Yes, to get a signed jersey from Victor Gyökeres, Martin Zubimendi, and Mikel Merino. Just do the 5-a-side, whether from the Hybrid days or from the Invisibles, or even probably 10 years ago, or even this era. Yes, that is all you need. Put all of those things together, get creative, and when you put the comments, you put your lineup in the pinned post of the Chivas Regal NG page on Instagram and X. The comments with the most likes and most loves, and of course most interactions will be the one to win the jersey. So yes, that is just the message to Arsenal fans at this point.
That is the message to Arsenal fans at this point in time. Let us start off with Nigeria, and let us start off with Jordan. Let me inform you that the Jordanian Football Association has officially decided to move the matches of the 4-team international friendly tournaments between Jordan, Nigeria, Iran, and Costa Rica from Amman, the capital of Jordan, to a city called Antalya in Turkey. Yes, It is scheduled for this month to be held in the Turkey city of Antalya. This movement is due to the current situation in the Middle East and the limited movement of people in that part of town. The 4-team tournament will be held with the participation of the Jordanian national team alongside Iran, Nigeria, and Costa Rica. It's a part of preparations for participation of Jordan in this year's World Cup, to be hosted by Mexico, Canada, and the USA. According to the tournament schedule, the Jordanian national team would play its first match against Costa Rica on Friday, March 27. Friday evening, March 27. And on that same day, other things being equal, Iran would meet Nigeria. Fast forward, the Jordanian national team would meet Nigeria on Tuesday evening, March 31st. And on that same day, other things being equal, yes, Iran and Costa Rica will play. Let me also tell you that the Jordanian national team say they are using, or the Jordanian Federation say they are using this tune-up games for preparation for their first ever World Cup participation, having settled into Group 10. Of course, settled in the same group as Argentina, Algeria, and Austria. Joseph Obisheson, what do you make of this new arrangement?
Well, I think it is fair enough. I think it is fair enough that they want to, go ahead with it. I understand that many plans would have been put in place, and to be honest, maybe it will cost quite a lot to not just make it happen once again, because so many things has been must have been committed before the conflict started. But I think it is just fair on everybody.
They didn't cancel. They simply just moved to another
Europe.
country.
Yes, and I'm looking at the current situation, because some people, there are countries that have been drawn into this conflict, and Turkey is not actually part of them. In fact, Turkey belongs, they are a NATO member, and they have cover in terms of, all of these air defense systems that, this big body covers them. So I think it is just fair that they move to a place where you have more security. But Iran probably would not be a part of this World Cup, and but they will also actually be a part of this tournament. So that is one part I'm not particularly sure of.
That's why I kept saying other things being equal.
Yes, obviously. So I think it is only fair that they have this. It shows that they are thinking forward. I don't think at one point we said, okay, we don't know how long this would go on, but the truth is, whether it stops today, I think for all of the things that have happened there, I mean, there are shrapnels moving around, killing people even in neighboring states and whatnot. I think it's just fair that whether it calms down or not, just for security reasons, you have to move it to a place where everybody can gather and at least be at least to a point be feeling safe. So I think it's a good development.
Just in case you do not know, there are 88 official days before the World Cup commences in USA, Mexico, and Canada. And for your information, the four-nation invitational tournament will still go on according to the Jordanian Football Federation. They have moved it from Amman, the capital of Jordan, to Antalya, big city in Turkey. 090 44,889, 090 41,889. Those are the numbers you want to call if you want to be a part of this Football Live. Football Live right here on Umbrella. Remember, you can also send us messages on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 090 44,889. So in case you do not know, Jordan have made fresh arrangements. They've moved from Amman in Jordan, and they're going to Antalya. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Anthony, happy Sunday.
Same to you.
My name is Wasiu Ali Yushu.
Go on.
Please, I want to know about this Nigeria qualification, about this World Cup.
So know about this one first, step by step, Rafiu. Not be say we did one. We have something we're discussing now. So you will wait.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very, very much. We're talking about this four-nation invitational. When it's time for us to talk about Nigeria, we'll talk about Nigeria. But let's talk about this one. What do you make of this development? Good one for Jordan, good one for Nigeria. What is your take? Sports Radio, hello. 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 Are you there? Okay, we lost the call there. You can call us back if you can. Hello.
Anthony.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
My name is YK calling from Lekki.
Go on.
Hello?
Go on.
Okay. So what I will talk about this issue is that if our NFF can do the arrangement, then we are free to go. They should make sure that, okay, everything is intact. So we are free to go. At least we are not going to the World Cup, fine. This tournament of the team, we can go there, then some of our players, they will perform, then maybe probably we can win the tournament. At least the 4-nation tournament, right?
Yeah.
So we can, at least, due to the quality of player that we have, if you can be able to win the tournament, that one alone will be something for us. So we don't forget about the World Cup and focus about the tournament. Thank you.
Okay. Sports Radio Brula FM is the station. Thank you very, very much. I'm just giving you the update. Nigeria, Jordan, Iran, and Costa Rica can still go on. Hello.
Hello, Radio Zango.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is David BPM, Kalatu Mombasa.
Yeah, go on.
From Onitsha.
Go on, please.
Hello?
Go on.
Hello?
Go on, oh.
Go on. No, can you not hear me? Go on.
Hello?
Sports Radio Brula FM. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
This is Anthony Roshogo from George.
Okay, go on.
I'm listening to Mr. Joe in the studio.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Honestly speaking, I don't know what we are going to benefit honoring that particular invitation. You understand? Jordan, Turkey, all these countries that are seriously, they are exposed to this war. As far as me I'm concerned, because the way Iran is not sparing any country that is an ally to US or Israel. So it's a big risk, seriously. I don't know what we are going to gain. So we can try to organize other friendlies and watch this particular one. So I don't know why the NFF still disturbing us with this, playing this, I don't know, the Jordan, Iran, and these are countries that on a good day. You understand? We don't even, we can't use our football to assess, what do you call it? We can't access our football using this particular thing because Turkey is still under, what do you call it? It's still, as far as I'm concerned, it's in Asia. It's just politics that make them, put it in Europe. So the missiles are fine. So we can't take this risk. We can't take this risk. These boys are too big to take this risk.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Sports Radio, hello.
Hello, Anthony.
Hello.
Yeah, just Anthony.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, just well done.
Welcome. Good afternoon.
This Osita from Onitsha.
Oh, Sita, go on.
Yeah, this 4-nation tournament now, Nigeria is not going to the World Cup there,
Say what?
Is Nigeria the only nation between Iran, Jordan, and the other country that is playing this 4-nation?
Okay, Nigeria and Costa Rica did not qualify for the World Cup.
But Nigeria is the only nation in that 4-nation tournament that's not going to the World Cup.
I just answered you. I said Nigeria and Costa Rica.
Nigeria is not going to the World Cup. Why are they participating? After we participate, we not. No, I don't think this thing is necessary.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so Iran qualified for the World Cup. Jordan qualified for the World Cup. Nigeria and Costa Rica, the other two teams named in this 4-nation invitational, did not qualify. What Jordan has done now, because of the problem in the Middle East, they have moved the tournament. The dates have not changed. They have moved the tournament from Amman, the capital of Jordan, to Antalya. Antalya is a city in Turkey. What we're simply doing is we're asking you what you make of it. It's a new development. What do you make of it? Very simple. Sports Radio, hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Tony.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon to you.
The voice of Engineer Frank. I'm calling from.
Go on.
Tony, for me, I think it's a win-win for Jordan. Understand? Jordan stands for this tournament. Like, so for me, I've shifted it to another ground. I think it's not easier, but
there's something wrong with your phone line. We cannot hear you very well. Hello.
Hello, Radio Franco.
I greet you.
I greet you. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday.
Same to you.
John Black Boy, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah. David BP and Kaladim Ambassa.
Okay.
Yes. For the Jordanian government or football federation to change the venue of the four-nation competition or friendly, so to speak, it is a welcome development because for safety reasons, that area in the Middle East is in turmoil right now. And then at the end of the day, we have been concerned last month that they shouldn't go. But now that they have seen that they will go on with the competition and they change the location, I mean the venue, it is very, very good. It's a welcome development. Let the Nigerian NFF to now prepare the team and go for the competition because it will help revenue-wise and also keeping the boys. Let them know, let the international window not go just like that without any activity from the federation. So to me, that's the way I see it. It is okay. Antalya in Turkey, so it's a little bit distant from Jordan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. Sports Radio, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Olajile.
Go on, please.
Yeah, I think it's a good one for the four nations participating, most especially Nigeria. One, safety is guaranteed, and the invitational fee paid will not be refunded. I think it's a win-win for all the four nations. Thank you, Anthony. God bless you.
God bless you too. Sports Radio says it's a win-win for all the nations involved: Jordan, Costa Rica, Iran, and Nigeria. 090-44,889, 090-41,889. Just in case you do not know, Jordan have confirmed that they have moved the four-nation tournament built for Amman, the capital of Jordan, to Antalya, a city in Turkey, because of the trouble ongoing in the Middle East. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. I don't know, Tony, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. The voice of Engineer Frank calling from us.
Go on.
I was thinking that for Jordan, you understand, Jordan stand a chance to everything to benefit from this tournament because number one, we have glorified everything to gain in this competition. The only thing let's use this opportunity at least to bring some of these players, some of those things that we don't have individuals. You understand? So use it and bring some players that can be able to somebody like movies. Okay, you can see somebody like let him do new players to test.
Sports Radio, again, your line is not clear. I guess it's where you are. Maybe you can change your location or something. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. For me, it's a good one. You know, even if Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, at least they will be meeting, and that will help in building a better team from what we even saw in the last competition we were in. So if somebody come, anybody understand football, why would you come and ask because Nigeria is not going to the World Cup means it's of no benefit. So if somebody is in a school and you did not come first, doesn't mean you will stop going to school. So people should learn to get the understanding that is a competitive thing and is a continuous training. Continuous training is part of football. if the team keep on meeting, irrespective of the fact that they are not going to the the World Cup, they could create things that make sense to participate. As long as it is a competitive thing, it will help in building the team. So for me, it's a plus.
You didn't tell us your name.
My little son said, Iran. Hope they will not put bomb that day.
Well, you didn't tell us your name. You didn't tell us your name. What's your name? What is your name? Okay. Okay. I wanted you to tell us your name, but you didn't tell us your name. Tell your little son not to worry too much. All things being equal, I think if the players go, things should be fine. Hello. Hello.
I was about to tell you, the lady did not tell us her name.
Say some of us, is it that, I don't know if it's a Nigerian problem, is it that we don't pay attention? You heard me say it. You heard me even ask the lady, what is your name? That one not do you. You just felt like you needed to say it again. And they try wonder why. Now wow.
So you don't want to give your thing now just to tell.
Yeah, you don't want you want to remind us. Now what for you? Sports Radio.
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Abdurrahim calling from Lagos.
Go on.
Those people dreaming of Nigeria to replace Iran should bury their dream, because
we're not talking about that now. We're talking about the international friendly matches later this month in Turkey. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. You say the lady. You talk your own name. This country, I don't just understand how some of us they do things. You hear say they ask the woman, say no talk your name, no talk. Sometimes some people out of excitement, they feel not. Our protocol here now say when you call, we have to say what is your name, what is your name. Maybe out of excitement, she no remember tell us her name, and then maybe she also not hear me. Because sometimes I wonder how and I think they listen. Are you calling directly, or are you listening? Maybe the phone day somewhere, or maybe the radio day somewhere. But I feel say she should call back to let her know her name, because she spoke very well. She can call us back and let us know her name. Sports Radio Brilla FM. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I have to call back. Since my name was COVID. Sorry.
What's your name?
I leave back. My name is Jite. And I'm a Madridista.
Fantastic. Make a ring bell for you, because you support Real Madrid. I'm going to ring the bell.
I support Real Madrid. Okay, thank you. I support Real Madrid and I support Bendel Insurance.
Fantastic. Make a ring bell for you again. You too much. You too much. You see, as I ring this bell for you now, I shall say the Pepe Barcelona fans. You go pepper Man City fans small. Go pepper them. But you spoke very, very well. Very, very well. You should say you sabi football.
You have one thing in common.
What's that?
Bendel Insurance.
Me and have Bendel Insurance in common.
Yes, now Bendel Insurance.
Why not Real Madrid?
No, it's not in common.
Why you wait? Joseph, I want to understand something. Why are you trying to deny my club?
But it's only Bendel Insurance.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you one question. Why do you think Bendel Insurance?
Because Bendel Insurance is your club right from time, and you get the official jerseys. So Bendel Insurance.
Okay, because I wear the jersey of.
No, Bendel Insurance now.
You see, you're trying to shoot yourself in the leg.
You don't talk Bendel Insurance before and at your club. But
I tell you like that.
Yes, you talk them before. It not be only me you tell yourself.
I didn't tell you. I couldn't have told you that.
Okay.
Well, see, what Joseph is trying to see, if you use that. What's the word now? If you use that logic, I don't wear Paris Saint-Germain jersey.
Okay, which other Nigerian club you get for your jersey?
Why they apply that logic to Real Madrid? Don't I wear the jersey because of Real Madrid?
You now only 2 club jersey you get. Okay, 3.
So you're in my wardrobe. You're in my wardrobe now.
Only 3 collections will be said are different. And we know the one where plenty pass. But the one where you receive, especially for Nigeria, now your new club.
Eh?
Of course.
Yeah, are you trying to be controversial or what?
No, just the truth.
Okay. I'm not going to follow you the drag. But Gite, you try well. Continue supporting Real Madrid. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Agree, Joseph.
Welcome.
My name is Anthony Daniel.
Go on.
I want to advise that they will not go for that match. That is the Fourth Nation Journey friendly.
Why?
They should not go there because there is no peace there.
They are going to Turkey. Now Turkey, then they go. They are going to Turkey, not Jordan.
Okay. Now, you know, say, now, number one person where they find trouble now you. That woman now, don't because they believe my people, you ring bell for them.
Yes.
You know, she speak eloquently. Me, now, if I they talk, I don't they speak eloquently.
No, yes, so that's leave that one. Leave that one. That one. Now me go be the judge of that. Not be you.
Now you go do that.
Yes, now my prerogative. You say what? You say what? So in your own case, I not ring bell for you because when we they go north, you they go south. If we decide to go east, you they go west, or you not even go anywhere at all. So leave me. Now me go ring the bell. Now my prerogative be that. She spoke very, very well, and she even had the decency to call back to reintroduce herself or to introduce herself. And I talk and as I ring that bell, I say go pepper some people. And true. And I don't say be Arsenal fan. I wasn't even talking to you. I say Barcelona and Man City. You can't put your mouth there. You see how bullets, like as they fight for this is a bullet. You know how much I buy after they come to the. You know how much I buy petrol. Then they fight for that side. The bullet they touch us for here. I bought petrol 1,250 naira. Sports Radio. Hello. Your frequency of champion Sports Radio, Brola FM. Let's try this one. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
You rang the bell for me now. My birthday is still at Real Madrid.
Okay.
So you were saying something. I needed to know what it was. So I didn't hear you.
No. I was encouraging you. I say you're supporting two good clubs, Real Madrid and Bendel Insurance. And I'll say make you continue.
New Nigeria Bank.
Okay.
Nigeria Bank not doing that, so don't move on to Bendel Insurance. That's a former Bendel game.
Okay. You be OGO. NNB was in the 80s.
I'm married with the Nigerian League now, so it was 15.
Okay, very, very good.
So I've been supporting Madrid since 1996, so maybe the new followers.
Okay.
The ones that were going to clubs to watch, or go to restaurants or big hotels to stay, buy club sandwich so that we can watch.
That's impressive.
So people don't understand the luxury they're enjoying.
Okay.
You can access it once you have 25,000, you can access it for a month.
Okay.
So that's the beauty of it. Love it. And football is the most fantastic thing.
Fantastic.
To be passionate about. So thank you for all you do.
Okay.
We appreciate you too.
Okay.
I missed your name. What's your name again?
My name is Anthony. Tony.
Anthony.
Beke Deremo.
Oh, now you. Yeah. The popular jingle now.
Joseph is here. Joseph Obisheson. They were?
No, you there on back street.
No, not be me. Okay, not be me.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you so. Yeah, thank you so very much. It is still football live right here on Brilla. She talks. She don't support Real Madrid for a very, very long time, and that club when she mentioned that club is now defunct. NNB. That club is now defunct. Now club when produce some superstars for Nigeria. Yes.
To collect that woman autograph now.
You say what?
You could have collected the autograph. Make she sign for that your Bendel Insurance jersey. When Joseph tell us say you wear.
Why?
And your fan now. Wait now. The other one all comes. You say Barcelona fan.
say they get relationship.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
I want to tell you something. You see as we dey talk now, if you dey talk to another person for radio, here for the cassette, you don't care. Become faster. Then that guy where you say, the third woman said she no talk her name before she calls. We dey receive transmission. As in, our own transmission, they dey delayed. You understand?
Okay.
Even as I dey talk to you now, if you don't pick another call, now they don't go call here for radio. So we dey get delayed. So maybe that guy fault.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
That's what they did.
Okay.
Now why they even talk to you if I drop radio, maybe another person don't they talk.
Okay.
That's what they did.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So that also goes to underscore what I was saying. I say I don't know how some of they listen. So apparently you're listening via the app, and then because of saying our internet and our technology, it a delay. Some of they listen directly from terrestrial radio. So apologies. Now technology, it happen like that sometimes. So okay, all is well. Thank you very much. He said Osita, right?
Yes. Osita.
Osita, thank you very, very much. Sports Radio. Hello.
Anthony.
I greet you.
I greet you, Anthony Bekebremo.
What's your name?
I know say you're my guy.
What to be your name?
He's on the second on the line.
Hey, this Congo man.
Anthony.
See, but you know. See, do you know what I have noticed? Joseph, I don't know whether you noticed it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Osita sound alike. Oh, the thing don't cut. So Osita and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, if you're listening to my voice, I think you sound alike. I better not be brother. I think they sound alike. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and maybe if you call back, maybe you can tell us your real name. What would be your real name? May not be like say now one person they bear the two names. I feel they sound alike. Hello.
Hello.
I greet you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Sorry.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, David Galadima Mbasa.
Okay.
You said you ring bell for that woman. You go pay in Barcelona fans.
Yes, you go pepper them.
Yes. How you go pepper us?
Wait, which one you be? Which one you be? Man City or Barcelona?
Galadima Mbasa. What is the here? You know here Galadima
Okay,
Mbasa.
Galadima.
You know Barcelona. Yes. I mean with that. What do you go say? You go pepper. Pepper or say you carry cup Madrid.
If you say no pepper you, if you no pepper you, no go call now.
I know for you, yes, you pepper me, and I want to tell you, say, I dial bell when una ring, na so una go unga baka.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You una go empty-handed this season. Unga baka come.
No problem. No problem. But how you can't go the pepper Arsenal now? No. Because I not talk to Arsenal. I was talking specifically to Barcelona and Man City. You get where Barcelona they and you get where Man City they. The eye go clear this week when we won't enter so they say they won't come back from three goals down. Maybe that's why then they play that ball when they play against West Ham. They don't use all their power. Maybe they won't beat Real Madrid 4-0. Okay, I'm going to watch them. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this call me. I want to Moses calling from my
Okay, go on.
Very happy for the weapon development, you know. I was actually thinking, how we are international and our players will not perform international and that is going to look like. I think it's strange for a very long time. It's going to be the first time. So for Jordan to take the tournament to somewhere else is a good one and a very welcome development. I'm sure even the players will be glad as well. At least we're going to watch our boys during the international break. At least see them playing against other nations. You know, the last time we saw them was during the Nations Cup playing against the fellow African brothers. So now we'll see what they can do. This other nations. Those style of football is different from African style of football. So it's a good one. I think the NFF should welcome that development and prepare the team and make sure what they need is available. It's not the one that will start, where I'm into. Yeah.
Okay.
Sports. I want to ask something. Mr. Tony, are you from Ijo?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So Ikilemu, I'm also from Ijo.
Which part of Ijo land are you from? Hello?
From Okoloba, Mali local government.
Okay, from Bomodi?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. There are practically two local governments in Delta State that speak primarily Ijo. One is Bomodi, the other one is Burutu. I'm from Burutu, actually. Sports Radio Brilla FM is the station, and indeed, this is Football Live. Let's go elsewhere. Let's leave the Jordanian Football Federation for the time being. Let's talk about the Royal Morocco Football Federation. They call them FRMF. Perhaps right now they have scored a significant victory in its ongoing dispute over the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations final. They were sanctioned. They were sanctioned by CAF, and CAF, has now officially accepted their appeal, meaning that the case will be reopened and would be reviewed. I don't know if you get me now. Joseph, Morocco, CAF has officially accepted their appeal. After weeks of back and forth, CAF say, okay, no problem, we accept your appeal. We'll reopen the case and we'll carefully review it. This controversy dates back to the final of the Africa Cup of Nations. The final of the Africa Cup of Nations was played on January 18, 2026 inside the complex Moulay Abdallah in Rabat, Morocco. In that game, Morocco played Senegal, and Senegal beat Morocco in extra time by 1-0. A lot happened. This game was delayed for 14 minutes after Morocco won a penalty. That penalty was missed because Brahim Diaz attempted what has become a regrettable panenka. And in extra time, Senegal, of course, scored the only goal of the encounter, and Senegal went on to be crowned African champions. Following the game, CAF handed down sanctions to both federations. That's the Federation of Senegal and the Federation of Morocco. Those sanctions included suspensions for players and even coaches, as well as financial penalties. However, Morocco said they not agree. Senegal did not appeal. Morocco said they not agree, and since then they've continued to argue that the initial ruling were too harsh. The initial rulings failed to take into consideration all the circumstances that prompted the sanction, and that's why they say no way, we must appeal. In case you do not remember, I am going to tell you about the appeals that were meted out by the Confederation of African Football. The appeals came the sanction came 10 days after the final. It became official on the 28th day of January. The final of the AFCON was on the 18th of January. So let me give you the official verdict from CAF. Yes, the release, the Confédération Africaine de Football, CAF, disciplinary board imposed sanctions on the Fédération Sénégalaise de Football, FSF, the Fédération Royale Marocaine de Football, FRMF, and certain players and officials for the incidents during the Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 final, which violated the CAF disciplinary code. The CAF disciplinary board took the following decisions. On the Fédération Sénégalaise de Football, the CAF disciplinary board decided to suspend Pape Bouna Tiao, the head coach of the Senegalese national team, for 5 official CAF matches for his unsporting conduct in violation of the CAF disciplinary code principles of fair play and integrity, and for bringing the game into disrepute. Pape Bouna Tiao was also fined US dollars now, 100,000 US dollars. Yes, CAF suspended the Senegalese national team player Iliman Sheikh Baroe Ndiaye. He played for Everton yesterday for 2 official CAF matches for his unsporting behavior towards the match referee. CAF has suspended the Senegalese national team player Ismail Lassar for 2 official CAF matches for his unsporting behavior towards the referee. CAF fined the Federation Senegalaise de Football 300,000 USD for the improper conduct of its supporters, which brought the game into disrepute in violation of the CAF disciplinary code principles of fair play and integrity. CAF went on to fine the Fédération Sénégalaise de Football another $300,000 for the unsporting conduct of their players and technical staff in violation of the CAF disciplinary code principles of fair play, loyalty, and integrity. The unsporting conduct of their players and the technical staff also brought the game into disrepute. CAF fined the Fédération Sénégalaise de Football 15,000 US dollars for the misconduct of its national team due to 5 of its players having received cautions. That is for Senegal. No word of a Senegalese appeal. Morocco have appealed. CAF have now accepted the appeal. Morocco say these sanctions, I'm going to read them out now, were either too harsh or CAF did not look at the full situation. Why are you going to sanction us? CAF have now, received that appeal, and they say they would reopen the case and look at it again. On the Fédération Royale Marocaine de Football, FRMF, the CAF disciplinary board decided to suspend the Morocco national team player Achraf Hakimi for 2 official CAF matches, with one of these matches being suspended for 1 year from the date of this decision for his unsporting behavior. CAF has suspended the Moroccan national team player Ismail Sabari for 3 months, for 3 official CAF matches for his unsporting behavior. Ismail Sabari was also fined 100,000 US dollars. CAF fined the Fédération Royale Marocaine de Football 200,000 US dollars for the inappropriate behavior of the stadium's ball boys during the aforementioned match Morocco-Senegal. CAF fined the Fédération Royale Marocaine de Football 100,000 US dollars for the improper conduct of their national team players and technical staff who invaded the VAR review area and obstructed the referee's work in violation of the principles of fair play and integrity as stated in Articles 82 and 83 of the CAF disciplinary code. CAF fined the Fédération Royale Marocaine de Football 15,000 US dollars for the use of lasers by its supporters during the aforementioned match Morocco versus Senegal. And CAF says on the protest that was lodged by the Fédération Marocaine de Football FRMF regarding alleged violations by the Fédération Sénégalaise de Football FSF, violations of Article 82 and 84 of the regulations of the Africa Cup of Nations, the CAF disciplinary board rejected the protest lodged by the Fédération Royale Marocaine de Football regarding alleged violations by the Fédération Sénégalaise de Football FSF of Articles 82 and 84 of the regulations of Africa Cup of Nations relating to the Africa Cup of Nations Morocco final. They've put all of this together and they say they not agree, and that's why they are appealing. What do you make of the appeal? CAF has now accepted. CAF don't bow to pressure from Morocco. They don't accept the appeal. They say they will reopen the case and they will look at it again.
Makes no sense to me. I think all the fines and the bans were fair. I look at sanctions, as you mentioned, to Morocco, 3-match ban for Ismail Sabari. He was the one who actually went to, disrupt the goalkeepers, passing of towels and all of these things. Basically, it was a terrible show. I mean, I would not say it was harsh, and then you have too much suspension for Ashraf Hakimi, for also doing the same thing. But I probably would have said, okay, maybe they even deserve the same thing since they both partook of, identical offenses. But the truth is, when normally you should expect a fine, as Morocco, for all of the troubles from the fans, from the officials, the ball boys, everything all together. $315,000 I don't think was too much, because I mean, yes, the Senegalese were the aggressors with $615,000 fine, which I thought, okay, it was even fair enough. I thought it could be greater, because I mean, it was a grave offense. But to be honest, I think to start, I see no sense in it. But again, they will try it, because obviously these two guys are very important players for them, especially Achraf Hakimi. And if you had gotten a red card in that game, or been sent off for that singular action, a straight red card would have cost him 3 matches normally, and then you are getting a 2-match suspension. I think I don't know where CAF is, what they are trying to play with this one. But again, we also have to look at it from the angle of, okay, protocols being protocol, they had the right to appeal, which they triggered. Maybe CAF would have said, if all of this will not come to light, they just say, okay, there's no right to appeal, but they had the right to appeal. And I think, again, appeals are subject to either, confirmations or just outright rejection. So I think for me, after they must have opened it again, I thought, what they've done was just okay enough, for all of the fine. $315,000 was just quite enough, because it was not just what the players were doing, but the fans' trouble as well. The fans were busy, causing all manner of troubles in the stands. And then you have, first of all, that one would attract probably $100,000+. And then you have players partaking of this, show of shame. I think it's just about fair. And let's see where CAF goes on with this. But in my own honest opinion, I think, the initial, just as the one we have now, is just okay in terms of fines and, bans for the players. And I think it's just quite okay. Except maybe, I don't know, whatever reason they will give for probably reducing it. I don't think it will go down well with a whole lot of, fans of African football. You don't even have to be a fan, but I think fair being fair, said the Senegalese will probably feel, cheated if somehow what they've imposed on them is reduced. I think it will be unfair on even the Senegalese.
Sports Radio, Brilla FM. We're looking at Morocco. Morocco, they've more or less put pressure on CAF, and CAF has decided to accept their appeal and reopen the case. Do you think the rulings in the first place were harsh, or do you think the rulings failed to take all the circumstances into account? Because CAF has actually agreed now, and they are looking at the matter. How they now rule again remains to be seen. Hello, somebody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Joseph Michael Carey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Tony.
Yes.
Let me clear you a bit. The Osita that called and Wan-Bissaka, they are not blood related, but we are just brothers down here.
No, so I was wondering, I've been in my ear, they sound alike.
We are brothers as Bela Onisha, so they are not blood related. So
okay, that's fine.
Now that you have denounced Arsenal and Arsenal is about to win the league, you shouldn't go back. So remain at Real Madrid.
You know what? You. What's your name? What's your name?
Samuel now.
So Samuel, no worry yourself.
Okay. You said.
So Samuel, do you know that you calm down? There's somebody that is a very, 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 very strong Arsenal supporter.
Yeah.
The guy don't promise say if Arsenal win this league, he go kill 2 goats. I say make him bring the goat.
You said he's your friend, Daddy.
Now my guy, yes.
So don't eat that goat, too. Don't try and eat that
goat. Hey, the 2 big goats. Wait, I'm already thinking of the Asun. Look at you. Yes.
They want yourself.
Okay, back to the talking point. There is no, I don't see anything wrong in appealing, because if a case is not proven beyond reasonable doubt, I don't think there is anything. There is no fine, but for them to appeal, it's okay. Maybe they are seeing those fines as too heavy on them. And considering the fact that they hosted the continent and they spent money and they did not win the Nations Cup, which was their priority from the beginning of the tournament. So appealing is for CAF to look into it again and see if they are really wrong from the perspective the CAF is looking at it. So there is nothing wrong. Senegal, their own fine, it's not heavy. For them not to defend the tournament, the next tournament would have been the best, because of the scene they created in that final. It was annoying, Morocco, they are still, they are annoyed after spending money, hosting the whole continent. At the end of the day, they did not win. So the appeal is okay. Let CAF look into it and see how it goes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, thank you very, very much. Just in case you do not know, let's look at those that would look at Morocco's case. Justice Roli Diabo Hariman. He chairs the appeal board of CAF. He's a Nigerian. There's Faustino Varela Monteiro. He's the vice chairman. He's from Capo Verde. There's Moez Ben Taha Nasri from Tunisia, a board member. Of course, there's Moses Ikanga of Namibia, another member. There's Hamoud Atifel Bowie from Mauritania, who's also a member. Mohamed Roble Jama from Djibouti, a member. Asogbavi Komla is from Togo. He's a member. Justice Masuko Timothy Musugama from Malawi is a member. Lubamba Ngimbi Hector is from the DRC. He's a member. Now these people, now go look the case of Morocco again. They don't appeal. CAF don't accept the appeal. Hello. Hello. Okay, Sports Radio. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
I greet you. I did greet you.
I greet you, my brother.
Yes.
David Galadi Mambasa.
Okay.
Yes. The issue right now is about the sanction CAF. CAF were in a bit rush. You understand? Because in the first place, CAF has procedures. So the procedural rules should have been observed before making out whatever punishment they think Moroccan Football Federation deserves. But now they are now retracting. It's like they are retracting their action after the Moroccan made their action. So let the procedure. In Africa, we are doing it differently. They cannot just, they shouldn't have, even in the first place, having not investigated the whole matter, they just went, they were carried away by the pressure that was.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for that one. We'll be going over to Joseph Obisheson very shortly. Joseph has your messages on WhatsApp, your messages from social media. But before that, let's quickly remind you of some of the games. Some games have started and some will be kicking off later. I'm starting off in England, where in the Premier League, Crystal Palace are hosting Leeds United. This game kicks off at around 3 p.m. Manchester United and Aston Villa play from 3 p.m. And 3 p.m. it is Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. This is a small battle between a few Nigerians. 2 on the other side of Nottingham Forest and 3 on the side of Fulham FC. Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur would close Premier League hostilities this weekend when they play at 5:30 p.m. Very quickly in the Bundesliga, Werder Bremen faced Mainz. That's a 3:30 p.m. kickoff. And 5:30 p.m. kickoff will see Freiburg and Union Berlin. VfB Stuttgart and RB Leipzig don't play until 7:30. There's an early kickoff in the Serie A. Verona are playing against Genoa. The game is 26 minutes old. The scoreline, it's a goalless affair. 3 p.m., there are 2 games kicking off at that time. There's Pisa and Cagliari. There's also Sassuolo and Bologna. 6 p.m., Como and AS Roma. And 8:45 p.m., Lazio, SS Lazio would host AC Milan. 2 p.m., Mallorca and Espanyol, that's in Spain. Barcelona and Sevilla, that's a 4:15 kickoff. Real Betis and Celta de Vigo is for 6:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. Of course, Real Sociedad would play in Andalusia. They take on Osasuna. Let me inform you that in the CAF Champions League, there's Espérance Sportive de Tunisia. They host Al Ahly. And of course, in the CAF Confederations Cup, there's Maniema and USM Alger. Of course, Olympique de Safi face Wydad of Morocco. In Albania, there's Vora and Partizani. Dinamo Tirana and Tueta would play. These games kick off 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. respectively. Remember, this is Football Live, and we definitely go across the leagues, locally, internationally. Let me go to Armenia, where they call it the Premier League. There's a game that is 29 minutes old in Armenia. Punic Yerevan are leading against Alashket. 1-0 is the scoreline. And from 4 p.m., Uratu will face BKMA. That's in the top flight in Armenia. Some games have come and gone and ended this morning in the Asian Cup. Yes, the women of Japan have defeated the Philippines by 7 goals to nothing. Iran took part in this Asian Cup, and some Iranian female players have sought asylum in Australia. It's ongoing in Australia, of course. It happened in Australia. Let me tell you that in Australia, the A-League, Melbourne Victory and Makato FC have played. 4-1 was the eventual scoreline. Melbourne Victory, indeed, like their name, they got victory in that encounter. It is still Football Live right here on your frequency of champions. I'll go to other parts where football will be played. Let's go to the Bundesliga in Austria, where Salzburg they will be in action against SK Rapid. It's a 2:30 p.m. kickoff. And for 5 p.m., Austria Vienna would host Sturm Graz. That's Austrian football, but football in the top flight. We have to go for a break at this point in time because Joseph Obi-Chesson wants to bring us closer to Chivas Regal and Arsenal. Both of them are going hand in hand as Arsenal march on towards the Premier League title. Joseph Obi-Chesson, take us there.
Yes, Gunners, it is not over. It is not over yet until it is finally over. And it's still Arsenal all the way. To celebrate the great season, Chivas Regal, the official whiskey partner of Arsenal FC, is giving away an official Arsenal jersey signed by Victor Gyökeres, Martin Zubimendi, and Mikel Merino. Yes, here's the challenge though. Build your ultimate 5-a-side Arsenal FC team with any era of Arsenal players. Invincibles, Emirates era, hybrid days. Just mix it up. Be creative. Show us that you know Arsenal. Drop your lineup in the comment section of the pink post of the official at Chivas Regal NG page on Instagram and X. The comment with the most love and likes wins the jersey. Hurry now. Let's see who really is a Gunner fan for life. I rise, we rise. Remember to drink Chivas responsibly.
Sports Radio Bula FM. Let's continue with the fixtures and indeed the live score and the results. When Belgium at this point in time, they call it the Jupiler Pro League. There are several games. In fact, there are 4 games today in Belgium, and the LS kickoff is 1:30 p.m. In about 29 minutes, this game will kick off. Gand are hosting Saint-Truiden. 4 p.m. It is Royal Antwerp. They face Standard Liège. There's also KV Mechelen and Anderlecht. That's a 6:30 p.m. kickoff. And 7:15 p.m. Cercle Brugge KSV and La Louvière. Yes, La Louvière. In Belgium's second tier, there are 2 games today. Le Mans and France Borien. There's also Sporting Lockeron and Gand under 23. 4 p.m. These 2 games would kick off. In neighboring Benin Republic, games would kick off as from 4 p.m. AS Sobimap and Asvo will play. There's also Coton FC and Ayema. There's Espoir and Dynamo Abomey And of course, there is FC Lotto and Cavalier. That's in Benin Republic. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, there is Posuj and Zinski. That game is 3 minutes old. It kicked off a few minutes ago. It's currently goalless. Siroki and FK Sarajevo are also playing from 3:15 p.m. There's Rigedor and Velez Mostar, 8 p.m. That would kick off. If you follow the Brazilian league, they call it the Serie A. Botafogo and Flamengo played, and Flamengo won that game away from home. Botafogo had a man sent off. They won that game by 3-0. This indeed is Football Live. In Bulgaria, there is Chernomor. Chernomor kicking off at 1:30. They are hosting Montana. Beri and Levski Sofia play from 4 p.m. In Burkina Faso, Asfa Yenega take on Etoile Filante. There's also Rahimo. They face Majestic. That's, of course, in Burkina Faso. Let me go to Cameroon, where Aigle Mungo face Fortuna Mfu. Stade Rona and Panther would be playing in Cameroon 1:30 and 3:30 respectively. Canon Yaoundé and Bamenda would also play in Cameroon today. Their kickoff is 4 p.m. There is Katolika and Everton. Katolika and Everton. That's a game that was played earlier on today in Chile. It finished 2-2. A red card to Katolika and a red card to Everton, and they shared the spoils in Chile. In China, one game has ended. The game between Songshan Longmen. They beat Yunnan Yukon by 2-1. It's halftime in the game between Shanghai Ports and Qingdao West Coast. Is goalless. 30 minutes played between Chengdu Roncheng and Qingdao Heinu. Goalless as well. That's from China. Earlier on today in Colombia, Chico, they had a man sent off, and of course they faced Millonarios. The game ended 2-1. Millonarios had a man sent off as well, but Chico went on to win that game. Santa Fe and Alianza in the Primera Apertura in Colombia. That game ended in a draw, a 1-1 draw. Costa Rica, Sporting FC and San Carlos, 1-0 in favor of Sporting FC. San Carlos had a man sent off. There's also Herediano and Liberia. Liberia played away from home, and they won that game by 2-1. Let me tell you that later today from 3 p.m. and from 5:45 p.m., 2 games will kick off in Croatia. Hajduk Split and Lokomotiv Zagreb will play the first game. It's 3 p.m. Rijeka and Istra 1961 would play in Croatia. In Cyprus, Anastosis play from 3 p.m. They face Apollon. Apoel travel to Aris. That's a 6 p.m. game. Of course, in Nicosia, Omonia will welcome Olympic Nicosia. It's a Nicosia derby. In the Czech Republic, Liberec and Teplice, they are playing goalless. Their game just kicked off. The game is 5 minutes old. 3:30 p.m. Victoria Pleasant will take on Bohemians. And of course, at 3:30 p.m. it will be Sigma Olmuk versus Kavina. 6:30, Spartak Praha will face Slovako. Let me pause here because Joseph has been waiting for us some time now to read your WhatsApp contributions and comments. Joseph, take us there.
All right. Good afternoon, guys. I think it is a good progress about the Four Nations tournament. It's a good idea. God will bless you, brother. My name is Simeon Paul from Lekki. All right. Charles from Onitsha says, I think it is welcome development for the mini competitions to go ahead as scheduled, but in a different city. Okay. Good afternoon, Tony and Joseph. First of all, I want to appreciate the good work you guys are doing in Brilla, and for the Four Nations tournament involving Nigeria and others. It is a good one for Nigeria, and also prepare the players' fitness too. Solomon from Maya, Ikorodu. Good morning, or good afternoon, Mr. T and Joe. It is good that they moved it to a safer city. It shows they are pushing safety first, and also understand what that participants should have peace of mind throughout the tournament. A really good decision shown from Dudley, UK. Okay, good afternoon, Radio Anchor. I am Winner from Ikorodu. Just want to wish you guys happy Sunday. Regards to Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Tony. Please leave Real Madrid for us. We all know what your club is. Arsenal from day one, but you chose to jump first, enter Madrid. We still know Vex. Please face Arsenal. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Shoeton Lukman from Akomojo. But Mr. Tony, please let me tell Manchester City to surrender before it is too late. Okay. Good afternoon, Brilla. I think the Moroccan Federation are trying to strong arm the CAF because they have WAFCON to host, and CAF can't say no because they are currently benefiting from Morocco. Osha is your name. And finally, Sean from Surrey says, Tony, you'll be ANEC chairman. How many times you pick that lady call? He that plays the piper and you won't make Morocco no host again. CAF is smart. Okay.
How many times I pick a call? You'd like to say, they follow the conversation. They follow him. First off, she no talk her name, and then she call back to talk her name. You can't they talk another this thing. Sometimes another even they know what they do for here. You follow the conversation or you just want to talk. Let's tell you that in Denmark, Odense and FC Copenhagen will play from 2 p.m. Midtjylland and Nordsjælland would also play from 2 p.m. There's Sonderjysk and Aarhus 4 p.m. 6 p.m. Brøndby and Viborg would also be playing. Still football live, and it is Sports Radio Brilla FM. Let me tell you that earlier on today in Ecuador, LDU Quito and Católica played out a 1-1 draw. Just as they go around now, some of them are just they follow and they check your sleep, your ticket, whether you don't cut or whether you don't enter. That's why they go all the leagues. England, the Women's League, games have just kicked off. These games have just kicked off. Aston Villa and Manchester City are playing. It is goalless. Liverpool and Leicester City 1-0 in favor of Liverpool. London City Lionesses are playing against Arsenal women, and it is goalless as we speak. Tottenham Hotspur women and Everton women are also playing football, women's football in England. Let me go over to Estonia, where Paide and Nava have played for 83 minutes. Their affair is goalless. 1:30 p.m. Flora and Kalju will play. Haju and Lovadia would also be playing at 1:30. So those two games are kicking off almost at the same time. In Ethiopia, they call it the Premier League. Mekel 70 and Data will play from 2 p.m. against Weleta Dicha. Of course, there's a 2 p.m. game. Nagel Asisa Katema host Etio Electric. Let's go to the Faroe Islands, where from 4 p.m. action will continue. 4 p.m. 3 games kicking off at 4 p.m. and then one for 6:15. Toshvan and Vestor Sovaego. There's Class Sik, and of course there's Runavik. Stressmore and Agir would also be playing, and then the 6:15 p.m. kickoff is Toftir and Scala. Let's give you results from down under. Telvu and Nadroga 3-3 the scoreline. That's from Fiji Islands. There's Lautoka and Navua. I finished 1-1. The game between Rewa and Nasinu finished 2-1. Nasinu had a man sent off. Ba and Suva, Ba won that game by 2-1. Later on today in France, there's Strasbourg and Paris FC. That's a 3 p.m. kickoff. They've done something in France. They've postponed the game Paris Saint-Germain and Nantes so that Paris Saint-Germain can rest well. They go fit knock Chelsea better Paco. They don't postpone that game. You see how they do for that side. They will rest. Chelsea played yesterday, then they rest so that they can be fresh. They are traveling, and they have to preserve perhaps a 5-2 advantage in that game. So Paris Saint-Germain and Nantes is postponed. Le Havre and Lyon will play from 5:15. 5:15 is Metz and Toulouse. Stade Rennais from 8:45 will take on Lille. Let me tell you that in women's football in France, Nantes and Strasbourg will play from 2:30. Caen and Paris FC will play from 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Sports Radio Brilla FM is the station. Let's go to the second tier of football in Germany, where Kaiserslautern and Karlsruhe will play from 1:30. 1:30 Schalke and Hanover. 1:30 is Dynamo Dresden and Pressun Monster. That's in Germany's second tier. Let me go elsewhere in Germany. Women's football, Hoffenheim and Essen. 2-0 is the scoreline, 55 minutes. Hoffenheim are in front. Still to come, there's Jena and Hamburger. There's Cologne and Bayern Munich. And there's Wolfsburg. And there's Bayer Leverkusen in women's football in Germany. I cross over to Greece, where they call it the Super League. Before going to Greece, I know that I can also branch somewhere in Ghana, where they are playing cup games in Ghana. Dreams and Hearts of Lions, Nations FC and Berekum Chelsea. There's AD, VSA and Mediama cup games in Ghana. In Greece, there's Kifisia and Volos. There's PAOK Thessaloniki and Levadiakos. Astromitos, they face AEK Athens. And there's Panathinaikos and Panetolikos in Greece. Yes. Now, so then they do one for that side. Let me tell you that in other parts of the world where football is going down, I can go to India, Northeast United, and of course, Jamshedpur are playing goalless after 44 minutes. Interkashi and Mumbai City will play from 3 p.m. This is Football Live on Brilla. I'll pause here for the time being, take more of your calls, and then I'll come back to update you with score lines, with results, and with fixtures right here on Football Live. 090 44,000 889. 090 41,000 889. Those are the numbers. You want to call this afternoon to be a part of Football Live. In case you just joined us, we have talked about the Jordanian Football Association. They've decided to move matches of the Four Nation Invitational Tournament that was due to hold in Amman later this month. They have moved it to Antalya. Antalya is a city in Turkey. Other things being equal, this Four Nation Invitational concerns Nigeria, Jordan, Costa Rica, and Iran. Jordan is using this tournament to prepare for the FIFA World Cup later this year in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. And in case you do not know, let me also tell you that Morocco, the Moroccan Federation has won. CAF has accepted their right to appeal. So CAF will reopen and review the judgments of January 28, when Senegal and Morocco were sanctioned for their actions and inactions during the course of the Africa Cup of Nations final that held on the 18th, and hell broke loose in some parts. We, of course, are looking at Iran this hour. Iran. There's been uncertainty around Iran's participation at the 2026 World Cup due to geopolitical tension, and statements about a possible withdrawal has been up and down, though FIFA has not officially confirmed if Iran would not be coming, or if Iran, when they do not come, would be replaced. First, it was the Iranian Football Federation president that spoke. The Iranian minister also spoke. But when the US president said that Iran should not come, some sections in Iran fired back that they cannot tell them not to come to the World Cup. Nothing is official yet, too. Because the last confirmation will be coming from FIFA. Small voices. I know we talked about it even before they started talking about it. Yeah. I remember we were the first to talk about it. Now, some small voices, especially in Nigeria, are already talking about a wild card. That it is sure. Some even know. Some are saying that Iran no go come. And if Iran not come this World Cup, what if FIFA they wait for? Don't have 47 teams play the World Cup. Make it 48. Nigeria they there. Say me then give Nigeria a wild card. Make Nigeria come the World Cup. Let's even look at it. Let's look at it from all the angles. I know we looked at it last week. But then things are a bit clearer now. How likely is it for FIFA to really replace Iran with Nigeria? Give Nigeria a wild card if Iran at the end of the day cannot come to the World Cup in the US, Canada and Mexico?
Well, that wild card status, I really doubt if it's going to be the one, because I mean, first of all, you have to look at the confederation alignment. Typically FIFA would replace a withdrawing team with another in the same confederation. Just as you have Iraq, probably Iraq, although Iraq are going to play in the playoffs, but then after Iraq you have the UAE. So it means most likely if they are going to go down that lane, it would be the United Arab Emirates. And looking at how it has been, at least that is what we can work with at this point in time. But again, as we mentioned, part of the rules of FIFA, the law is they can veto it. They can basically say, okay, you don't fight. You understand that you know how to fight. You want to continue fighting, but just rest. Now Nigeria will pick. It is also something that could happen. It's something that could happen because they have that veto power to it's part of the clauses in the different rulings when it comes to this context. And you also have to look at whether it has happened before. I mean talking about replacement, and I'm reading from somewhere they said Wales qualified as a replacement in the 1958 World Cup, but that one don't take. And Israel was sought to qualify without playing a match because all their opponents withdrew for political reasons. And FIFA ruled no team could qualify without playing. So Wales, a runner-up from another group, was drawn to play Israel, and they won. And of course, it means Wales went to that World Cup. And in 1992, these are like the nearest ones. Denmark were replaced. I mean, were chosen because Yugoslavia were not going to take part because of war at that point in time. And although Denmark went to win the tournament, but the truth is, most likely, I think the AFC would feel hard done by if somehow, I feel like it's their right now, because by right, now them the nearest. Yes, you can now argue if you are going to take it to the court, this is where FIFA wins. FIFA says we have the right to say this is how we want it, but then you now want to say this is moral. Is there a moral justification for this? Maybe you take it to the moral court. I don't believe that exists anywhere in the world, but on paper, FIFA has that right to do so. But realistically, I really don't see it happening. I don't see it happening, because you have to just give it to people who have it on paper. AFC for AFC, except maybe by chance UAE are also joining the war, and then you can now say, okay, we don't need to do all the go down to rabbit hole, do this and do this, consider that, and then just basically pull out somebody who could benefit FIFA as a whole in the entire talk. So for me, I think realistically, I don't think it's something we should expect. But again, you leave that 1% chance. That 1% chance is FIFA deciding to veto this and say, Nigeria Super Eagles, come on board, because I mean we know what you go for adds to the World Cup. We know say in a get market now. Only in fact, out of everything coming out of CAF, numbers wise, now Nigeria they get like 70% of everything: women football, men football, everything. So okay, maybe you can now add this to what CAF can produce or present in terms of what the numbers adding to the World Cup, and then to just the general camaraderie of the entire thing. But realistically, I don't think it's something we should be even dwelling about it.
Okay, 090-44,889, 090-41,889. You heard from Joseph. What say you? The talk of a wild card. Give Nigeria a wild card. Is it even possible? Say they go give us. Let's even look at it from all angles. Yes, what say you? What say you this afternoon on Football Live? After all, this is supposed to be the biggest World Cup ever. 48 teams. If Iran eventually pulls out, will they play with 47? Would it not be important to replace that team? And if you go replace that team, you go like to make the team know on time, So many questions begging for answers. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? Hello. What's your name? Go on. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Go on, go on, go on.
Yeah. It's about the Nigeria.
Don't know, just go on.
Hello.
Okay, Sports Radio, there's something wrong with your line there. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tony.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name?
The voice of Engineer Frank, calling from Onitsha.
Okay, Engineer Frank, go on.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tony. I want to contribute about the issue of this people trying for saying that they should consider that. I think for me, I think Morocco is right. I don't want Morocco is right saying what they say. I think in the first place, the referee made a very mistake during during the officiating. When you look at that officiating, you see that almost, I think it's only one player from that Senegalese that was remaining few. Almost all the players leave the field of play. That's the rule number 5, foul rule number 5, and it's against the. So if they stand on that, I think they have green trophy supposed to go to Morocco because for you to leave play because of refugee officiation, not because of your freedom. It's an offense that demands total disqualification.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Hello, good afternoon. It is still your frequency of champions, Sports Radio, Brilla FM. It's Football Live. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Okay, what's your name? Uh-oh.
Did they hear me?
I can hear you, but it's not clear.
Okay, I want to talk about you guys going to World Cup.
Okay.
How does that hospital for Nigeria make of that? I don't know how to do it. If I just do the number up.
Okay. Sports Radio Brilla FM is the station, and this is Football Live. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Christopher calling from Onitsha.
Go on, Christopher.
Okay, I want to speak on the Moroccan.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if I'm to say Morocco, I think are bad losers. They always complain whenever they lose a match. Look at after the Women's Nations Cup, they said Nigeria to return the cup to them. And I look at the end of the AFCON again, they were complaining. Didn't win the instead of they wanted to win this the cup by fire by force. It's not always the way. Most people, other people have hosted the championship before and did not win it. They never complain or whine about all this. I think it's not very, very unfair. They want to win it by force. And again, please, I want to ask a question, please.
Go on.
Please. This my. I don't want a technical answer to it.
Go on, just go on.
What is happening to your Abuja station? Has it been finally closed? Because for long now, it has not been operating.
So which one is technical answer? We've said it many times that our operations in that part of town remain suspended. When it's time to reopen, we'll reopen.
What?
Can you hear me?
It has been closed for now.
Suspended.
Okay. suspended.
Well, you can listen to us via our mobile app.
It is always better when we be closer. Lagos and on presently I mean on it, but
So for the time being, make do with the app.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the time being, make do with the app. Just download our mobile app. We keep forgetting one thing. Radio is terrestrial. Internet is global. So you can be in Lagos and then person feed they follow you for Kafanchan. That's where radio is now. You can be in Lagos and listen to us in Abuja. All you just need is a smartphone, a computer, desktop, laptop, and then you need our this thing. You need our channel. Download it on your smart device or go to www.brilla.net. It's as simple as that. Terrestrial radio, reach big reach the one we go get from the internet. But as of now, our operations are suspended in that part. That part you just mentioned. Just bear with us and then use our mobile app. The mobile app, they go farther than all these places. Sports radio. Hello.
Good afternoon.
I greet you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Go on.
I hope you can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you. Go on.
Let's start from what do you call them? Iran, who is on the verge of the government from FIFA, and then the possibility of Nigeria replacing them. Or shall we start from look at holding the appeal against the French? It's even laughable. Let's start with Morocco. Like, I don't know, what exactly will Morocco be appealing for? You had the AFCON in your hands, in your bare hands. You had it in your hands, and it blew it away. What will you be appealing for? It's even laughable. Like, if I were a car, appealing for this judgment can even attract further penalty. That is me. Because you have nothing to appeal. What will you appeal for? Yes, I know that the Senegal worked on the match. It was the twilight of it. But they later came back and completed the match. Not just that, it wasn't as if they boycotted the match outrightly. It was just a way of registering over the abysmal officiating towards the end of it. But it wasn't an outright boycotting. They came back, and the thing that if he had, scored that last minute penalty, nothing would have happened. The Senegalese wouldn't have, even if they appeal for whatever bad officiating, it would have been a very simple to throw out. They didn't do that, and really, the fact that your fans, some point, tend to misbehave, doing all sorts of object, which is obviously against CAF rules. And then Sledgehammer was activated on you. He said he will appeal for us. But, some people cannot be. They need to stop this embarrassment themselves. Then about Iran, really, I don't think Nigeria has any. Let's stop this thing. Every time we keep trying to go to the World Cup, till the back door. I don't think it will work. There's no like what Joseph said. I don't think there's any way. Well, I'm not in FIFA, but the little I know, FIFA will first of all consider the continent involved in this particular quagmire before unless you say that they have veto power. But you just cited, I think it was Joseph that cited the last time they used that veto power was in 1950. So how on earth would they now resuscitate that power again to benefit Nigeria? I don't see that coming. But if it happens, we welcome it, we embrace it with all our heart.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Obinna, Sports Radio Brilla FM. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Anthony. Good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
My name is Jose Chisamati.
Okay, go on.
let me start with Morocco. I think I don't blame Morocco for their insults on all of us, because CAF is, I don't know why CAF is over pampering Morocco. I don't understand that. In fact, I can't even rationalize it. In that final, yes, Senegal first had done, the first cheated. They wanted to walk off. Ultimately, Sadio Mane, was able to bring all the players back to the pitch. And immediately you are awarded a penalty. You had a golden chance from that penalty to have won that final. And as fate may have it, he has missed the penalty. So I don't know where their anger is stemming from. Understand? I don't. Look at the way they maltreated the Senegalese supporters. In as much as we don't support violence, but these are football fans, for goodness sake. People that came to your country to watch a continental showpiece as the AFCON. Now, you give them for almost a month, and they're not changing them. So they are just insulting our intelligence. It's really weird. I don't know. I can't get it. So I'm angry. In fact, let me just forget it. Then coming to Iran, I think it's only logical that maybe if FIFA wants to replace Iran, they will take a country from the Asian concentration. That's my own thinking. So I don't think it's possible for FIFA to take another nation outside of their own configuration. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you very much. Sports Radio, Brilla FM. Let's talk about Pep Guardiola at this point in time. Let's talk about Pep. At 3 p.m., we'll be joining our partners in the UK for the continuation of Football Live. They'll give us the away leg, the foreign leg. But the coach of Manchester City, Pep Guardiola has insisted that the Premier League title race is not over. He says it's not over in spite of the 1-1 draw Man City played at West Ham. Many reckon that 1-1 draw has damaged Man City's chances, completely damaged Man City's chances of winning the Premier League. They now trail Arsenal by 9 points. They have 8 games to go, Man City. Arsenal have 7 games to go. City squandered the lead given to them by Bernardo Silva in the first half at the London Stadium as Konstantinos Mavropanos, incidentally a former Arsenal player, headed West Ham's equalizer before the interval. Just hours before, Arsenal scored twice in the final minutes, and they beat Everton by 2-0. Guardiola's Man City had to match that result, but they did not. Second place at Man City have a game in hand on Arsenal and host the league leaders next month. But with just 8 matches left for Manchester City and 7 remaining for Arsenal, pundits, fans are writing Man City off. Many have written Man City off. However, Pep Guardiola remains very defiant. He has claimed that Man City will not give up. Man City would still pursue us now. Man City would not throw in the towel. But I asked one question. Yesterday, this morning, tomorrow morning, can we say now that the Premier League title has finally slipped away from Man City? Or we still need games to confirm?
On paper, we need games to confirm.
What do you mean on paper?
I mean on paper.
Paper would take play ball.
Mathematics.
So in other words, this way you are agreeing with Pep.
No, now paper will calculate the points.
Okay, let's calculate the points. Since that's where you want us to go, more calculate the point. Let's look at the Premier League table. Have you opened your Premier League table?
Yeah.
Sports fans, open your own Premier League table. So let's do calculation. Arsenal have 7 games to go. They have played 1 more game than Manchester City. So I've opened the Premier League table now. Arsenal have played 31. They are going to 38. Man City have played 30. And they are going to 38. Let's bring out our calculators. So if Man City go on to win all their games, and then they beat Arsenal too. If they win all their games and they beat Arsenal, they have 8 games to go. They have 61 points. It means they'll have 85.
Yes.
Okay. Arsenal have 7 games to go. If Arsenal wins 6 out of 7, let me do the math. So if they win 6, so you are saying that on paper. So we are doing paper now. Man City have to win all their games and beat Arsenal to reach, so they cannot get beyond 85. Arsenal are currently on 70 points. So if they win 6, that's 18. If they win 6 of the 7, so now I'm saying that they lose to Man City. They will now finish on 88 points. That will be 3 points more than Man City. So he has not slipped away now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's for the.
So that means Arsenal can take it to the last day.
Yes, they can still take it.
Sorry, Man City can take it to the last day.
It means they have to beat Arsenal to, be able to balance up, and then you now find out, okay, at the last day of the season, if one draws. But even if it goes on like that, Arsenal have a healthy goals difference, 39 at this point in time against 32. So by paper, it's still a something good for Arsenal. The gap will not just be more. The only thing is Arsenal just do not have to look back, until they play against Man City. If they beat Man City, I think it's forgone, because Manchester City still have to play Chelsea. In fact, they play Chelsea and Arsenal back to back. And to be honest, I feel like Man City are going to.
So that's where the title might slip away.
Yes.
Right now, it has not slipped away.
No, it's not yet. Not
okay.
Yet. Because after I feel like Man City could only get 1 point between Chelsea and Arsenal. After which they play Everton. The rest of the games, yes, pretty much hard to an extent, especially that last game against Aston Villa, but it's as the Etihad. But they go to the Hill Dickinson Stadium to play Everton. Everton made it difficult for Arsenal yesterday until Max Darman changed the game, and somehow Arsenal were able to win. But they still also play Brentford. They play against Burnley again. Burnley feel like they are revitalized. They are just ready to spoil the party for everything. They don't mind if they are getting relegated, but they are spoiling everybody's party. But for Arsenal, on the other hand, I feel that with the level of maturity they've shown, in the games, try as much as possible not to, not to play the occasion. Just play as you mean to go on. They play against, apart from Manchester City, they have Newcastle United to compete with. Newcastle United have not been good, but thankfully this is not at the St. James Park, and I think that's where it could be difficult if they went away. But this is at the Emirates. I think they also have to play who? They have Bournemouth, City, Newcastle, Fulham, West Ham, Burnley, Crystal Palace.
That's Arsenal.
Yes, relatively easier games for them to. That Manchester City is obviously the toughest, and the fact that they play Newcastle at home makes it easier for them than when they go away from home. So for me, they'll be looking at these games and say, let us just try to win 5 games and we are good. I don't think Manchester City can go 5 games without losing another game, or at least drawing twice in that region. So for me, realistically, looking at it from the angle of, okay, how they've been all through the season, how Arsenal have been able to, somehow tiptoe, manage, squeeze through, I think it's you can say it's a foregone conclusion that they are champions elect at this point in time. But again, on paper, on the calculation, the calculators and what has to be concrete, maybe not yet. But realistically, for me, made a liver for Arsenal. Don't go.
So bring out your calculator and tell us: has the Premier League title finally slipped away from Manchester City? Pep Guardiola says no, it has not slipped away. No, we will not give up. This is March. We still have 2 months plus in this Premier League.
No, just stubborn talk.
Okay. Just stubborn talk. It has slipped away. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Anthony.
I greet you. What's your name?
Anthony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Joseph, the Balotelli, I greet you.
Welcome.
Yes, for me, John and Dustin.
Okay. You know, tell us your name. You just say done and dusted. You may want to call us back. Hello.
Hello. Tony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Shane from Itobi talking.
Go on.
Happy Sunday to everybody.
Go on.
The next match against Bournemouth, Arsenal Bournemouth will determine who takes the lead. If Arsenal can win that and Man City capitulates again, the day is forgotten championship. So by the next game, we will know who's going to take the lead.
Okay. Sports Radio Brilla FM. Hello.
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 Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. You go to from Monkwele.
Go on.
Yeah. For me, I think the season is over. It's over. The title is for Arsenal. Because Arsenal used to lose once in 2 months. And even though they lose to Manchester City, the title is only up there. And the goal difference is, even though they lose to Newcastle, at least they have better chance to win the Premier League because Man City had to play Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Chelsea and Arsenal. Okay, minus Newcastle. So I think the season is over. Yeah.
Okay. Sports Radio Brilla FM. Hello. Says the Premier League title has slipped away. Arsenal cannot throw this one away. It's gone. Is it really gone? Is it gone? Bring out your calculator. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Anthony calling from Imo State.
Okay, go on.
You know, after the first 2 matches of this season, I bet Arsenal to win the cup. Hello?
Go on, I hear you.
So I bet Arsenal to carry this cup, and it's done and dusted. I bet after first 2 matches of this premiership, I betted Arsenal to carry the cup. So I'm still believing Arsenal to carry the cup.
So how much are you winning? How much are you going to win at the end of the day?
I think I'm expecting nothing less than 150,000 naira. Yes.
Okay.
So I know that I'm the money's in my pocket already.
Okay. Okay. So you have a very good reason. You have 150,000 naira in terms of reasoning or reasons for Arsenal to win this title. So I see where you're coming from. Hello.
Hello, Anthony.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Anthony, good afternoon. Joseph Vidal. Anthony, I'm calling back.
What's your name?
Yes, Nathaniel Desmond, the World Champion.
Okay, go on.
Yes, Anthony. See, no say in boxing, the day where you go reach, you go bow down, you need to just give up. Understand? You see the mad, the thing don't they pass your power.
You know, say that, but again, for boxing, if they fight and your opponent they win by points, you could hope to knock out now.
No. This one no need knocking out again. Just like this, that man City where I see yesterday, Anthony, he's dressing you. He trained me well. If I say, from the season, I don't even want me Arsenal win this league, you understand? I don't like Arsenal for anything. But the person where they support self, no, they do anything self. You need to just give way, maybe people where they serious, more than you know. Arsenal was playing today, 90. Anthony, you know, that game, 18 minutes, 85 minutes. You know, people Arsenal go score 2 goals. But yesterday, Arsenal count 2, carry give everything. So for me, that Arsenal is not over until it's over. Arsenal go fight for this thing to the end. Now like this, my mind don't come up for where to today. They don't form my hand yesterday. Who the West Ham where they know who beat them? They don't see that drink no today, but like this. Arsenal will win them. Even though they lose that match, they will still win them. Arsenal win match, won't be again. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so very much. Sports Radio Brilla FM. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Sports Radio.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's Anthony Bekaderamo.
Good afternoon.
Joseph, good afternoon as well.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Peter Kingsley, Barcelona striker, calling all the way from.
Go on.
So my analysis on Arsenal game is Arsenal is going to win the league. There's no stopping them already. Everything is going their way. You understand? Everything is going their way. So Arsenal is going to win. I don't see Man City stopping them. Thank you so much.
Okay, Sports Radio Brilla FM. Very soon we'll go back to your comments on WhatsApp. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Tony.
Good afternoon.
This is Mr. David calling from Oworoncho here.
Go on.
Yeah, a good friend and antagonist too.
Go on.
Now, I said it, and you are still asking me if I'm very sure. It's done, and we are going to win the league at the City Ground.
Now you won't play the ball. Now you won't play the ball.
Yes, and they tell you, and they really tell you, and that's why we've gotten a wine on ground to celebrate it. And you know the advert I'm talking about. Let me not mention.
Just that wine. Just keep it on ice. Leave on face.
See, we don't even the ice and move. We don't the cooler well.
Okay.
So make you know say we they win the league. Nothing. Now we get the league. Now for Etihad we will win the league.
No
wahala. We will end the whole thing. All those doubters, all those haters, all those people, all of them they will come say, Arsenal truly you are worthy champion. Even Mikel Obi when they talk the one way you know, the one way you know. I don't know the day where they this overnight analysts them. When we don't know when they know the professional analysts, they just they talk their one. Thank God say John Terry, senior brother for Chelsea, don't tell him say boy no be like that, they do the work. So God go help us, that's why I get the cup.
Okay. Sports Radio Brilla FM is still the station. Check your time. We are fast approaching 2 p.m. and we are talking Arsenal. At the top of the hour, we're going to change the topic. You get one team when one Manchester United legend talk. Sometimes, I don't know. So, but then I'll leave it for Joseph, and then I'll leave it for you out there to determine if it makes sense. He wants something very, very radical to happen. You know, like how things they happen, and he wants a radical change. So we go look at the top of the hour in about 10 minutes. We go talk about that thing when that legend talk, Man United legend. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this is Misheni. I'm calling right now from Ikoyi.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. Then, if I have to say the truth as Arsenal fan, as a football lover, I don't think the title race is over yet. It's still very open, much very open. Then where I just put my mind is that I don't think at Manchester City we were able to get all the 3 points against Arsenal, even at the Etihad. Because recently, if you look at the game, Manchester City and Arsenal play for the 4 or 5 games now. I don't think Manchester City has been able to pass through Arsenal. Maybe I'm taking a draw there. Then Manchester City against Chelsea, I'm taking a draw there as well. So those 2 matches is very key for me. If I can get past those 2, if I can get a point at Etihad, I think I'm fine. And I think at the time we don't go all the way out to play against when they play at the Etihad, because I think he has learned how to play with set in recent games now. So that's it for me.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sports Radio. Hello. Hello. Are you there? Okay, there's something wrong with that line. Hello.
Good afternoon, Tony.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir,
welcome. Good afternoon.
Now we'll see me this. Something is missing. No. Wait. Wait first. Wilson, wait. I know you now. Something is missing. Something is missing. You know, identify yourself completely. Something is missing.
That name, you don't get and come off my body. They don't give more chance to come off my body.
No. The return leg is this week now. Wait.
No, can't come out that confidence in me. Say, mention that name.
Okay, make a ring bell for you because you know easy. Make a ring bell for you. I think some of us will hear this thing for 4 years. I don't ring bell for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Arsenal, for me, I think the title race is still on. Because if another club, they did not Liverpool, Manchester City or Manchester, even Chelsea, they will be Chelsea under this current coach. I would say it's over. But Arsenal, because they have been there with this Arteta and this maybe some players there. 2022, 2023, it was exactly 8 games. No, that time it was 9 games, 10 points. And Man City came back from behind. Where Man City had 1 game, Man City had 10 games, Arsenal had 9. And in the end, during that April, Arsenal drew with Liverpool, Southampton consecutively. And lost 4-1 to Manchester City, and that was the end of it. So for me, this country is almost the same thing. You are starting with, let's say, Man City win their game in hand is 6 points mathematically. And Arsenal to have games with people that are fighting for relegation, like West Ham. Man City to have game with Chelsea. Yes, I see Chelsea not winning. That one is for sure. The only hard game maybe Man City have for me now only the Arsenal and Everton. If not, I don't see Man City having like tough game. Chelsea cannot beat Man City. So for me, I think it's very, very tough. Maybe they can go all the way to the final day. If Man City can win against Arsenal, if they win against Arsenal, then they will be hoping for Arsenal to drop point with all those guys that are fighting for relegation survival, like West Ham. So for me, I think the title race is on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much. Sports Radio. Let's have Joseph read your comments again on WhatsApp. And then on the flip side, we will look at a fresh topic, a fresh talking points. No worry. Joseph, I will read your messages right now. Joseph, take us there.
All right. On WhatsApp. Okay. Start from... Okay, please, what time for Man United match day 3? Tony, did I hear you say wild card? From where to where? Other countries in Iran's group in World Cup qualifying. Were they counting beans in their group? I beg, let's quench those thoughts, Richard. Hello, Brilla. Arsenal need to confirm the trophy on the field. Remember, say, Arsenal has been 8 points ahead. One particular season has still lost the title until it is confirmed. The race is still open. My only prayer is that Arsenal wins so that their fans can rejoice after almost 22 years wait, and for Tony to also eat goat meat as soon promised by his friend who is an Arsenal fan. Fidelis from Hull City. All right, now every day. Chelsea next league game is against City. Chelsea fans, do you still want to lose to City to stop Arsenal from winning the league, or do you want TCL qualification? Chelsea will help us win the league. Tosin from Doha. Okay, this one don't go. Pep like biblical David, just they encourage himself in the Lord. Arsenal under Arteta has been on top of the EPL since week 6 till now, and not planning to let go, making the team the most consistent in the league. The team is now more mature. Tokpe Fowowe from Lekki. Okay, good afternoon, Anthony and Joseph. No matter what Pep is saying, Arsenal will win the Premier League trophy. Up Gunners, Solomon from Maya Ikorodu. Arsenal are disappointment. Okay, let me start from this. Nigeria doesn't stand a chance when it comes to the wild card, because if FIFA will pick a country to replace Iran, it would be a country from that same region. I'm Emmanuel from Agro Palace. He went on to say, Arsenal are the disappointment FC. I still believe that this league is for Manchester City. In fact, the title race is not over yet. I can remember last 3 seasons ago, Arsenal were leading the City with 13 points, and yet lost it in 2023 season, and 8 points in the following season, and yet still lost the league to Pep Guardiola Man City. I'm Emmanuel from Agor Palace. Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Anthony. My name is Shoeton Lukman from Akowajagbeda. For my own calculation is gone. Okay, from my own calculation it is gone. Tony, I forgot to ask, what is your supercomputer prediction about which club wins the Premier League? You answer. FJ1 from Lucky Jackode. Tony and Joseph, good afternoon. Okay, good day. Tony, Arsenal don't win this EPL finish. We Man U fans are happy for Arsenal to win the EPL. God bless you, the correct Man U fan. Good afternoon, Mr. T and Joe. Arsenal will be crowned champions at home against Burnley FC on May 17th. Clock it. Museum from Dudley. Okay, thank you very much. Before Nation, I will take the museum. Okay, maybe not. Also correct. Sean from Dudley. Okay. Austin from Benin City. The EPL title has slipped away from Manchester City. Man City will lose at least 2 games and to have the 2 draws. Arsenal will win the league with at least 4 games and lead the EPL title in style. They will see it through to the end because of the rich bench they now have. They've always had it. Good afternoon, Tony and Joseph. Abdul Rashid from Ikorodu. The league is gone because this Man City team is not consistent. Please, it's been long we've heard FJ voice. I don't even know how to answer that. My name is Prince Adebola. Good afternoon, fantastic Tony Becker. You remember the 2004 feat when we played the El Rondo and the hooky cookie style. Okay, hooky cookie style when we went the whole season unbeaten. Remember? Now the same formation strategy we go use. We still used yesterday. Not only FA know waiting happen when they never carry the cup. Give us now yet. Come on, you Gunners. Okay, on paper, as Joseph said, it is not over. But if Man City come out from Champions League, it is game on. Man City can defeat Arsenal at the Etihad. Chelsea and Rosenio can never be problems to Man City. Chelsea hasn't won Pep since UCL 2021 final. Man City beat Palace, the outstanding. Beat Arsenal at Etihad. It's just 3 points, and then with less than 5 games to go. I'm Emmanuel from UK. All right. Good afternoon, guys, to the radio. I'm Delight Chisom from Apapa. If this happens to another country, we'll carefully revisit the situation. Politics can never end in football. Arsenal will win a City at Etihad via 2 corners, and the pain will go straight to Stamford Bridge. Good afternoon, my people in the studio. I am Agbaje by name. It gets where God will support you reach, where your enemies will follow you celebrate success, just like Daniel Desmond support Arsenal victory for no reason. Okay. Good afternoon, Sir Tony and Mr. Joseph. I'm Gideon from VI. Arsenal is going to win the league, but my advice is that Arsenal fans should be cautioned against wild celebrations at the end of the season. When you win Champions League, we'll caution you. Sean from Sierra Leone says, you hate what you can't conquer, of Gunners. Good afternoon, I'm John. Arsenal carrying the trophy will be sweet because people don't believe in Arsenal. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Olashile. Arsenal is just waiting for the ceremony proper. Otilo, Pep is scared. Arsenal will win more than 1 Premier League title in a row. God bless Brilla. Okay, at least win one first. Good afternoon, Brilla. I still believe the title race is not over yet. Okay, Daramola Kamarudin. Good afternoon, Tony and Joseph. The EPL is not over. Nobody asked now. Jude from Ogba. And finally, good day, Mr. Tony and Joseph. This is Ayokunle from Liverpool. I don't want to say it is over for City, but as an Arsenal fan, we will take each match each match as it goes. One thing I can say is Arsenal now has a strong mentality that Manchester City players like Rodri accuse them of not having. English champion to be, according to Gunner's grandfather. Okay, I still think Tony's afraid to use a supercomputer. The light chisel from my papa. My name is Prince Adebola. It took Mikel Obi scored 249 games to score his one and only EPL goal. It took just 10 minutes for Max Starman to do it, to make Arsenal. Okay, make Mikel seal him out on Arsenal. FJ1 from Legacy Jacode. Joseph, you know, see Tony voice. He's very happy that Arsenal will win the EPL. Good afternoon, Anthony, and my...
So my voice normally not happy.
I'm rooting for Arsenal. My daughter, whom I give birth to, the last time Arsenal won the league is at the law school now. As for the league, if the league or the trophy is over, no, it is not over. Arsenal, now a team with 3 points to win, they will draw 2 and lose 1 match and lose the league. GT from first. I don't understand you, GT. You said you are rooting for Arsenal, and you said they will still lose the league. GT from Arsenal, Ala Madrid.
Okay, now that lady when
yes.
That lady when contribute the other time.
Yes.
As she say Hala Madrid and then mention the name, I just say she had to be the one. So let's talk about what a Manchester United legend has said. Manchester United legend Eric Cantona. Eric Cantona has looked at the situation in the world right now. He has looked at how the Middle East right now they hot. Looked at the situation between Russia and Ukraine. How that one have been a hot one time, that one have don't cool down small. Manchester United legend Eric Cantona has suggested a radical idea, a very radical idea. I'm not entirely sure if it is possible. He says that if it is practiced, it would discourage, countries from going to war. You see how something they happen for Middle East and it affects us for Nigeria. That's the reason. That's the reason why the transportation price because people are, buying diesel at a very high cost, buying petrol at a very, very high cost. In fact, there was a time a few days ago, diesel hit 1,800 naira per liter. Diesel will be saying normally around 1K. It rose by almost double. So Eric Cantona is saying that he has a radical idea. He says that if and then they look how the thing they affect sports. See how this thing they affect World Cup now. See if Iran not go this World Cup now, USA may they not come. Eric Cantona says that he has a radical idea, and this radical idea can discourage countries, from going to war. He says that presidents, leaders, if you be leader, you be president, you be king, you be queen of a country, and then you start a conflict, make you now you dey for front. You must be first in line. You must dey for front. Carry, if you be this, you go carry this thing, carry khaki. You self go fight. He says once there's a law, say most of those people, they be cowards. The former French international, former Manchester United player, shared his opinion recently on the rising global tensions and the human cost and how it affects sports. He was talking about all these conflicts. Cantona proposed that creating an international legal law that will directly hold political leaders accountable for the conflicts they launch. During the interview, Cantona sharply criticized the way political leaders make decisions about conflicts while remaining far, very, very far from the battlefield. You be in the comfort of your big office. You go to say make people go fight, and the thing could affect world peace. Russia today has been banned because of what happened, because of their political action or their military action in Ukraine. He says, make these people safe. They do them. Cantona, of course, continue to criticize all of this, and I don't know if it's possible. Does it make sense? This thing I have said.
This is possible. It has happened before.
What do you mean it has happened before?
It happened before. In fact, U.S. presidents don't lead direct combats. James Madison, USA 1814, during the War of the 1812.
You don't see when they talk about 2026 and beyond.
And now I talk, it don't happen before. George Washington led, direct battle. So I think.
So what you're simply saying is, if you say you go inside, go fight, you go do everything to make peace.
Yes. Yourself go do him if he is. And to be honest, I think with the way everything has, basically.
So imagine if maybe the president of US had to wear army uniform now, go this thing at 79. At 79, you don't go now.
Obasanjo no be president where you go, where you fight, and there are other president we don't do them before they be president.
Especially the civilian ones.
Yes, I'm not sure say it will ever fit happen. Now we'll be saying a big 2026 and beyond the good day. Except maybe.
So, but if that's the condition, it means say people go to think twice.
Yes.
Before you go to declare conflicts or declare war on other countries.
Except maybe now military leaders some of those countries, which I don't think it happens anywhere in the world apart from Africa. So, and I'm not sure, except maybe what happened within Africa, but I don't think it's something that would really happen. And to be honest, I also look at the average age of the presidents we have around the world.
It no matter your age. If you fit declare the thing, make you go fight.
They don't pass waiting when they want to do. Maybe they carry them on top wheelbarrow. I'm not sure say if you go fit happen.
So this radical suggestion, this radical idea by Eric Cantona, if implemented, would it actually, prevent conflicts? Look at how the thing they affect sports now. See how they affect sports. See how if you look beyond sports now, you see how they affect society. See how even they affect Nigeria. Something will not concern us. What say you? 090-44,000-889, 090-41,000-889. Some Nigerians for that part now, some of them are just so how to escape. I remember that Ukraine, how Nigerians were escaping from Ukraine. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Anthony Becker.
I greet you. What's your name? Good afternoon. Okay, go on.
I would like to clarification because some of these presidents, they are too low into their hands. But where they are going to war front, they will know how the war is difficult. I could remember former Shadian president. They came at the war front. So when they were to declare war, let them go and see how the war is. Order will take measure from them. Thank you very much.
Sports Radio Brula FM is the station, and this definitely is a Football Live. Hello, somebody.
Hello, Anthony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Mr. Joseph, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
This is your Ghanaian brother, Prosper.
Okay, Prosper, go on.
See, Mr. Anthony, I agree with that guy, that former player. I agree with him. It's like if you like those people, they can go the war also. I'm not sure that they go, if they happen. You understand? Because of after that, they will go and hide inside one of their house. There's more security will guarding them. So they have right to go and waste some people's lives. So me, I agree with that guy.
Okay, Sports Radio. Hello.
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 Yeah, Anthony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, yes, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Can you hear me, Anthony?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on.
Yes, can you hear me?
Sports Radio Brula FM is the station. Hello. Hello. Hello, are you there? Your frequency of champions. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
What's your name?
Good afternoon.
What is your name?
My name is MC Shawama.
Okay, go on.
Yes, I'm here. Are you hearing me?
Yes, go on.
Hello.
Sports Radio Brula FM. MC Shawama, you can go on.
I should go on.
Yes, go on.
Who am I on?
Sports Radio Brula FM is still the station, and this is Football Live. Hello.
Hello, Anthony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay, go on.
Cantona, I wonder where he's coming from. I think that would be a castle in the air. I'm sure he may be joking, as serious as what he's saying, but it's not possible. Because most countries of the world have sovereignty, and they have presidents. Most presidents of countries of the world have immunity. So you have to appear who will even come up with such thing, and who will implement it, who will even penalize whoever that will breach such modus operandi. Who will do that? These are things that if you put them into one perspective, you'll agree with me that they just castle in the air. It's not workable. Because if there is, yes, I know that there is UN, which is obviously governs the whole nation of the world. But have they been able to implement all the cases that have been saddled with, and then to want to delve into football or something? So I don't think it's possible for country to use the war. Then you get the president to lead as the main gladiator. It's just not possible. Though if it works, it will be better, but it's impossible. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so very much. Says it's not possible. It looks like a very, very radical idea, and he just came up with it. Hello. Sports Radio Brula FM is the station. I have the team news from Old Trafford. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. I'll be going there very, very shortly to give it to you. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. From State.
Okay, go on.
So, hello.
Go on.
Go on.
Yes, I support the container of the saying. If the same applies in our local place here. Assuming our president and governors, they drive on our roads. They won't be misbehaving the way they are treating us. Because they don't do anything, they don't suffer. That's why things are so simple with them. And we, the pharmacists, are suffering it. I pray they will go to war. Or Nigerian governors will drive on the road and see what we are seeing on the road. Thank you very much.
Okay. I agree. This one that you just said now, I think I agree completely with you. If there was a law in Nigeria that would require that those in authority make on a picking, they go public schools, they go the hospitals, they use the roads, perhaps would have a better country. Let's go to Old Trafford and give you the lineups. Sane Lemons is the goalkeeper of Manchester United. Michael Carrick has gone for a 4-2-3-1 system. Of course, there's Harry Maguire, there's Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, and Diogo Dalot. Of course, the captain is Bruno Fernandes. This season, he leads when it comes to assists. Bruno has assisted 14 times this season in the Premier League for Man United. Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, Brian Mbeumo, there's Mateus Cunha, and of course, Amad Diallo. Tyrell Malacia is on the subs bench for Man United. Manuel Ugarte is also on the substitutes bench. There's Nusair Mazraoui, there's Alte Bayandir, Mason Mount, Tyler Fletcher. There's also Joshua Zegzi Orobosa, Aiden Heaven, and of course, super sub Benjamin Sheshko. Let's quickly look at the opponents. Unai Emery is the coach of Aston Villa. And for this afternoon, it's a 4-2-3-1 system. His formation and system mirrors that of Man United. Emiliano Martinez is the goalkeeper of Aston Villa. There's Tyrone Mings, Enzri Konza, Luca Digne, and of course, Lamare Bogard. In the midfield, there's Morgan Rogers, Amadou Onana, and of course, there's Ross Barkley, Oli Watkins, Emiliano Buendia, Jean Magin completed the 11 for Aston Villa. On the subs bench, there's Marco Bizot, there's Tamuno, the one you call Tammy Abraham. Tamuno Abraham, there's Andreas Garcia, there's Avi Elliott, Victor Lindelof, formerly of Manchester United, Ian Matson, there's Pau Torres, there's Douglas Lewis, and there is the Jamaican Leon Bailey. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Kickoff is in about 44 minutes. 44 minutes. This game would kick off at Old Trafford. Of course, Joseph Obicheson remains an unrepentant fan of Manchester United. What do you make of this lineup?
Well, I think it's pretty much what was expected. I think it's pretty much of same thing, same approach as always. And well, Sesko obviously moving back to the bench, signals that okay, maybe he's trying to do something different. Amad Diallo starts now for. I think this is for the first time in a long time, and try to get the most out of that front line. I think Cunha and Mbeumo, obviously going to try play around that forward line, because of course Mbeumo can play there, Diallo can actually occupy some of the out spaces, and of course Cunha would always drive the ball, Mainoo as well. So I think it pretty much a very very positive lineup, I must say. Mainoo is somebody, maybe not particularly the driver, but is confident on the ball, can hold one or two men to himself, and basically regulate his way around. Barkley and Rogers being in that part of town, and McGinn obviously occupying the same position. I think we try as much as possible to leverage on the speed of Cunha, and try to as much as possible occupy those who would have space at that left-handed position of Manchester United. But looking at both sides, Watkins is someone Aston Villa would obviously be depending a lot upon if they are to get in the goals. Rogers seems to have slowed down a little bit on that. Watkins as well has slowed down, but then he always gets all the chances. Bearing them is what somehow has been able to being that that obstacle for him. He doesn't know how to convert some of the half chances, so it means they have to work extra hard. Buendia is someone who obviously I don't expect him to have much of a say in this game, so it's just for him to occupy Dalot. But you have Casemiro and Diallo, who is always working hard, even in that part of the pitch. So I think for me, looking at the lineups, I think Manchester United obviously have this slight advantage here, and I think they are going to punish. If they will get the first goal in the first half, I think it will very much, be difficult for Aston Villa to come back in this one. And I think that's how, the game will be either won or lost. Euro again against Rogers. I think this is from the last match, from the previous encounter at the Villa Park, is the particular matchup everybody has to look forward to, because it was basically between these guys. The game was won and lost. Man United lost because Euro was not able to give answers to Rogers' questions, and I think maybe he's going to have probably learned his lessons and not allow so much space for Rogers. But I think that could be the only weak link right there for Manchester United. But let's see how it plays out.
Okay, let's go elsewhere. Let's go to Nottingham Forest and Fulham. In this game, expect me to mention at least the names of 4 or 5 Nigerians. 2 in the colours of Nottingham Forest and 3 in the colours of Fulham. Both teams have mirrored their selections in terms of shape and formation. Nottingham Forest is 4-2-3-1. Fulham is 4-2-3-1 as well. Let's look at the players. Matt Sells is the goalkeeper of Nottingham Forest. There's Murillo. There's Nikola Milankovic. There's also Neko Williams and Ola Aino. Ola Aino, by the way, plays for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Morgan Gibbs-White would captain the team. And there's also a place for Elliot Anderson, Ibrahim Sangare, Igor Jesus, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and there's a place for jersey number 16, Nicolas Dominguez. On the subs bench is where you find another Nigerian. There is Taiwo Awoni, plays for the Super Eagles. James McAtee, Omari Hutchinson. There's Dan Undoye. There's Luca Netz. There's Dylan Bakwa. Not forgetting Ryan Yates, Angus Gunn, and Murato. Quickly, we go to Fulham. Fulham have in their goal Bernard Leno, Calvin Bassey plays for the Super Eagles, Joachim Anderson, Anthony Robinson, and Kenny Tete, all completing a back 4. Josh King, Sandaberger, Alex Iwobi plays for the Super Eagles, Raul Jimenez, Oscar Bob, and Harry Wilson. Now these players are complete at the starting 11 of Fulham FC. On the subs bench is where you would find Rodrigo Muniz. There's Sasa Lukic. There's Ryan Sessegnon, Timothy Castagna, Harrison Reed, Tom Kaney, Nigeria's Samuel Chukwueze, Issa Diop, and Benjamin Lecomte. Fulham FC playing at Nottingham Forest, and then 5 Nigerians are involved. 1 starts for Nottingham Forest, 2 are starting for Fulham FC, and you have 1 Nigerian on the bench of Nottingham Forest and another Nigerian on the bench of Fulham FC. What do you make of the lineup, Joseph Obicheson?
Well, I see Chukwueze not starting once again, but obviously, I think he's taking a little bit of rest, and somebody who comes from the bench and makes, it turns up the heat, more than a notch for Fulham, and I think that's one person you can look at and say, okay, from the bench, is eventually going to, make something happen, because I don't see him not playing this game at all. Nottingham Forest obviously want to, leave that relegation battle as quick as possible, because you look at what they've been able to do last season compared to this season. It's a sharp contrast, and I think a few of their players have been turning up in terms of form. Morgan Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson, obviously, and of course that's Sangare being from the middle of the pack would obviously do a whole lot, because you have a blend of technicality and also physicality in there, and you might wonder how it is that they have been losing a lot of games when you have Murillo and Milenkovic as defensive partners as well. But looking at Fulham, I think what goes really good for them is, first of all, they are very solid at home. The fact is, you look at the you can't particularly say this is one person who has stood out, because together that's how they've been able to do so much, and very well, fair play to them. King is somebody who, I don't know, I probably would have substituted his place for Oscar Bob and have Chukwueze in there, because I want to, as quick as possible, hurt Nottingham Forest. After you score against them, I think they'll try as much as possible to attack with the likes of Hudson, Odoi, and even Igor Jesus, basically bombing all of the attack, leaving so many spaces for counter attack. And Jimenez, not the fastest, yes, but you have somebody who breaks the line in Iwobi, and of course a faster player in Wilson who, you know, sometimes can drop into all of those half spaces and make things happen. So I think that is where I feel, you know, maybe I'm just a little bit skeptical. Of course, you can always depend on, you know, Anderson and Bassi, but something that is going for, you know, that's going to be an advantage for Nottingham Forest will be their set piece takers and, you know, the ability to score from, you know, set piece. Melekovic and Murillo obviously are very good in the 18-yard area when it comes to that. And even though you know agree that Bassi and Anderson are really good defenders, this has all actually been something that has you know, plagued them this season. They somehow you know, somehow lets open in some really important moments, and I think that is where, because if it's left down to Otun-Odoi, I don't expect so much from him. And having Tete in there for Otun-Odoi, maybe they are just on the same level. You can't expect so much of Tete and of course even Otun-Odoi. So I think there's not so much matchup in there. But the truth is, as a better all-round team, I expect Fulham to take initiative and, you know, dictate the tempo of the game. But for Nottingham Forest, I think they'll be looking to take their moments. All I know is obviously going to deliver well. Tyler Robinson has, you know, gradually eased him back into the squad after some time off. I really don't know why, but he's got, you know, come back into the squad. His form is not still up there, and I think Ola would, you know, possibly take him to the cleaners because Oscar Bob doesn't do so much of, you know, defending for him. So I think on that basis, Nottingham Forest will be looking to attack them basically from the set pieces and of course counter-attacking in opposition. But to dictate the play, it's going to be Fulham all the way, and I think that is where, you know, they have that narrow victory over Nottingham Forest.
Let's make one more stop. Let's go to Selhurst Park, where Crystal Palace are hosting Leeds United. The coaches have named their teams, and the formations are not the same. In fact, the formations are a bit similar. 3-4-2-1 for Crystal Palace, and for Leeds United is 3-4-1-2. 3-4-2-1, 3-4-1-2. Leeds United and Crystal Palace. Walter Benitez is the goalkeeper for Crystal Palace. There's Maxence Lacroix. He's a Frenchman. J.D. Canvote. There's Chris Richards, Jefferson Lerma. There's Will Hughes, Tariq Michel. There's Brennan Johnson. There's Jorgen Strand Larsen. There's Ivan Gaysand. And, of course, Ismail Assar. Let's look at the subs. Yeremy Pignot. There's Daichi Kamada. There's Justin Devaney. Remy Matthews. There's also Bona Sosa. There's Shadi Riyad, Adam Watson, and Jean-Philippe Mateta gradually coming back from injury. Jean-Philippe Mateta is on the bench. Nathaniel Klein is also on the subs bench for Crystal Palace. Let's look at Leeds United, who have Carl Dowlow as their goalkeeper. They have Yaka Bijol. They have Pascal Struik, Joe Rondon, Ethan Ampadu. They have Anton Starch. They have Brendan Aronson, Gabriel Goodmonson, James Justin, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and of course Lucas Mecha has Nigerian heritage. Daniel James. They have Jaden Bogle, Lucas Perry, Wilfred Noto. They have Ila Gruev, Sebastian Bono. They have Ao Tanaka. They also have Sean Longstaff and of course Joel Piroy. Those are the players, Crystal Palace and of course Leeds United. Kickoff is not far away. 3 p.m. these games will kick off, and at that time we'll also be with our partners in the UK for the continuation of Football Live. Don't touch. Sports Radio. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this one is on the line.
Go on.
This lineup now, I don't like this lineup. I don't like this lineup because the reason why I'm saying I don't like this lineup is Yori being there. That and the Yori that is here. It cost us a loss in this Aston Villa game first leg. When Rogers wants to bend and do that RC nobody play, and you only find me very difficult for him to also follow him, block him, just to make sure that he track that guy down. Only this guy only what and you're good is that it's only set.
Okay.
You want to take on a kick, you want to take on it, only that I know that can do. And Valencia being on the bench, I don't want to hear that guy named Valencia on the bench. Anthony Valencia.
Tyrell, you mean Tyrell? You mean Tyrell Malacia?
Tyrell Malacia to stand on that 21. I don't want to see that guy here.
Why don't you want to see him? Why don't you want to see him on the Man U bench? Why you don't want to see him? What do you? Against Newcastle. Now he let Osula score. Therefore not score against Man U again. So they don't need to score against Man U again. So I'm trying to wonder, when was the last time Man United kept a clean sheet? So anytime they score, na Malasia. Why not they always find person to blame? That match against this team, I know say pain Man United fans. You guys lost your unbeaten streak and lost to 10 men. You move on. If not, Aston Villa go beat on her today. Move on. And we know how important this game is. Aston Villa, they look for consolidation. They want to consolidate their Champions League position. Man United also want to consolidate a Champions League spot. So this is going to be very, very interesting. But before we take more contributions, let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea coach Liam Rosenoa last night blasted referee Paul Tierney for what he said was an invasion. He blasted the referee for invading Chelsea's pre-match huddle before their loss to Newcastle, saying that if the referee had focused on his job rather than obsessing over their center circle routine, then he would not have missed an obvious penalty during the course of the game. Rosenoa pledged to contact the PGMOL and says it was utterly bizarre. He wants explanation. Those things that happened last night at Stamford Bridge when the Blues players surrounded Tierney, who refused to shift from the center circle, even though they wanted to talk and do their pre-match ritual. Referee no agree come out there. So the Chelsea players no agree come out go do am for another place. That has annoyed Chelsea player. That has also annoyed the coach. And at the end, Chelsea lost the match.
So now waiting make them this match.
No. Rosenoa revealed what happened in a meeting with the referee before the game. The Blues boss claimed that Tierney immediately brought up their huddle and referenced what happened in the Carabao Cup at Arsenal when Chelsea's head coach complained about their opponents encroaching on their half of the pitch in the warm-up. Is this coach, Liam Rosenoa, is he complaining too much?
He talks too much. He talks too much. He's loquacious.
Is he complaining too much? So now, this was what he was saying in his press conference.
He's not
after they lost.
He's not a serious man. He's not a serious human being. Because first of all, I saw not be the first time we didn't do and be this. I saw initially. I was like,
what's going on?
Like, and the other. Now, him they talk say some people, Rosenior himself, they talk. I don't remember that game. This was about 2-3 games ago. I think it was against Arsenal, yes, where they talk say make Arsenal players go back to their house, make them go back to their house. And now you are talking about say referee and it is. I just think it's lack of, you don't know what you want to talk again, because how does that action dictates how the match will be won?
So he said the referee, if the referee was focusing more on the game, he wouldn't have missed a penalty for Chelsea.
Make it get that. These players were encroaching on that other side of the half. It's just as simple as that. And nobody say now referee go meet them for there. In fact, the referee was standing on his own, because I saw the entire thing. The referee was standing on his own and the guys came. So it just be like, okay, now referee go preside over this game. He was standing at the center circle and the guys gathered around him. What do you expect? If the man continues to say, okay, this is my space, you have no right to say, okay, maybe the referee should, move or whatever. You can have your team meeting anywhere on the pitch, as far as it is on your own side. But why would you make this one the center of attention as to why you lost it? I just think it's just looking for a way to deflect all of the things that happened, and I'm not sure that action from the referee is the reason why they lost the game.
No, he didn't say that. But he only said that if the referee was focusing more, the referee would have seen a penalty. Now another thing the referee carried for mind.
Serious. From what time to what time penalty happened? Serious. They should look for better ways to tinker the team and get wins. Not be looking at cheap excuses like this to say the referee. He's just trying to deflect. The referee had nothing to do with whether he concentrates on. How would you say the referee was busy looking at center circle from something that happened before game? Make it get out. He talks too much.
Okay, Sports Radio is the Chelsea coach complaining too much. Liam Rosenoa, is he complaining too much? Hello. He asked Paris Saint-Germain to worry about who. Hello.
Mr. Tony Bekederoma.
Good afternoon.
Joseph, I'm greeting.
I greet you too.
Yeah, my name remains Sete Kingsley, Barcelona striker. Shall I continue with the topic of Eric Cantona?
Yes, why not?
Yeah. The great Eric Cantona, the king of Old Trafford in the days in the 90s. I used to enjoy the young man there. See his famous Kung Fu kick against the Crystal Palace player. And that cost him his World Cup space and cost him so many things and made him to forcefully resign from Man U. And that's the end of the great legend. The greatest number 7 in Man U. I so much love the king, Eric Cantona. What he said concerning leaders have to be in the forefront when it comes to war in order to stop this menace of this war. He might be tactically right, but at the same time, what he's trying to prevent, or what's trying to establish, that there is no need for this hostility, so that the beautiful game and sport will continue. Or else, let the leaders take by the horn. I'm not trying to make mockery of what he said. He was right and his own verdict and all that. I mean, remember Zelensky, the Ukraine leader, once lead the Ukraine force against the Russians when the thing started before. So he might be right in what he said one word or the other, but I think the tail end of the whole thing is, guys, is enough. Let this leader look inward in all this hostility so that the beautiful game of sports and football will continue. We need to stop all those menaces, irrespective of what is going on here and there. You can imagine how the hostility, how the violence in the Arab country, Iran, is affecting us right now. Anyway, we hope that one day there will be normalcy in the state of affairs, in the governance all over the world. Then come to what you think about KC, what he said and all that. I think that young man is what I call a kind of a bunch or a barrage of excuses. He comes here and there. He came with that fantasy that he had all it takes. He has the technical know-how, or he wants to put Chelsea where he wants to belong. And at the end of the day, it's like moving one step and 2 steps downward at the same time. He saw the position, he's about to lose his 6th position to the 7th position. Brentford is about to overtake him. And things are not going well with him. And you can look at the man that is going what I call a tactical depression. You know, he's been depressed about the result is not coming his way. And he's fixing his hand and throwing excuses here and there. I think you should stop all those and focus on his work and see what's going to come out of it. You understand? But although anyone that lost, he always comes with excuses, but at least he should be a gentleman as the way he appears, not being violent or rugged somebody each time he gets his loss and all that. So for him to say sport 13 against the referee, I don't think it's a sportsmanship of him. He could learn how to adapt and absorb pressure and absorb failure each time he comes, so that he's able to move up in life.
Okay.
They have seen that they have lost every front. They lost the Champions League. He's about losing the league. He's losing everything coming to it, so he's not getting it right. So he will be putting pressure, putting his glimpses or excuses on one person or the other.
Okay.
That's my take, Mr. Tony.
Okay, thank you so very much for that one. Sports Radio, hello.
Tony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Someone calling.
Okay, go on.
The young manager at Chelsea, whether he's complaining or not, Chelsea is less ambitious now. I don't really want to be talking about any manager because I don't think he don't reach. Say we're going to talk about them for media. I don't see anything that he has done. And for him to be complaining, yes, he should complain. Because when you're wearing an oversized shoe, people will tell you, say, shoe where you wear, say it's oversized. And you're going to tell them, say, they look at my leg, that kind of thing. So complaining is when you are doing a job that is far, far, far bigger than you. I don't see why he wouldn't complain. He should continue to complain. The club is less ambitious, and we just take it as it is now. Because for me, I'm not expecting. I'm not. The club is not ambitious again, so there is nothing. Anything we'll see, we'll take. Can I react to Iran? Who will replace Iran if they should?
Yeah, no problem.
The bilateral agreement, let us see if we have with FIFA. Does it exist?
who told you we have a bilateral relationship?
That the one Amadu.
No. That relationship.
I believe it still exists.
No, that was a bilateral relationship between Nigeria and Qatar.
That means we have a chance, but if it does exist, that means there is no chance for us to be any contention to replace Iran. For the game, it's going to be a draw. Aston Villa 1, Man U 1. Thank you very much.
Okay. Sports Radio, Brilla FM is the station, and this is Football Live. We're not far away from kickoff. Remember, at 3 p.m., our partners would also join in from the UK, and they will be taking us closer to the action. Anthony Beckerdermo is here. Joseph Opicheson is here as well. Hello. Hello, somebody.
Hello, Tony. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Happy Sunday to you.
Same to you.
Yeah, this is Prispo on the line.
Go on.
Tony, see, I want to borrow the wise of the wise man who once been at Old Trafford, and that wise man is nobody than Ruben Amorim. In his words, he said, Man United would suffer. So I'm using that same phrase to Chelsea and Chelsea manager. Chelsea will suffer. They never learn anything yet.
Okay. He says that Chelsea would suffer. Is the Chelsea coach complaining too much? Saying that the referee did not do what he was supposed to do? The referee no give them chance, and that's why the referee can't go miss penalty inside the game. Newcastle beat Chelsea 1-0 at Stamford Bridge last night, and the coach is pointing accusing fingers in the direction of Tierney, the referee for last night's game. Do you agree? Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Tony.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, my name is Taiwo. I'm calling from Oba.
Go on, please.
Yeah, so I want to react to the Chelsea manager issue. You see, it's very, very shocking, honestly. But I'm trying to correlate these things together, because if you look at the people that have been complaining in terms of managers and those are journalists, you understand? They are mostly these English players, ex-English players. Do you know that this coach, this Chelsea coach, is also, he learned under Wayne Rooney?
Yes.
I hope you are aware of that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so?
And Wayne Rooney has been a constant complainer. So this thing is like it's in their blood. I can't understand. How is that rituals that they used to do on the pitch the reason why they lost?
No, he didn't say that too. He said that the referee missed a penalty in that game.
Why must we say such a thing, Mr. Tony? This is complaining. Instead of you to look for a solution on how to remove your club from this problem, look at it. They are coming from 4th to 6th. Anyway, I'm an Arsenal fan. My joy this season would be that they should not play in Europe next season. Tottenham should get relegated, and Arsenal should win the league.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sports Radio. Joseph Obicheson found your comments are very funny. Sports Radio, Brilla FM. Hello.
Hello, Anthony.
Good afternoon.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Mina Additional.
Okay.
I greet you.
I greet you. Welcome.
How's it going?
Good. It's good.
I'm not very happy since yesterday night.
Why? What made you unhappy?
Why will you be happy?
My daddy massive.
Oh.
We didn't do the needful to be closer to the Arsenal, you know. So we have given up now. You know, other support of Arsenal. I wish them all the best. The league belongs to Arsenal. This is that nothing anybody can do about it. We have surrendered. So no problem. And the Chelsea coach that are coming out and complaining. I don't know. So start with which club this guy is coach before he comes to Chelsea?
So he was coach of Hull City. He was coach of Strasbourg.
Strasbourg.
Yes, in France.
Okay. So that one that injured the owner of the coach, the owner of the share.
Yes. Strasbourg actually is the sister club of Chelsea.
Okay, that's why he came up and exposed Chelsea. Chelsea is a bigger coach, and it's a bigger club. Sorry, it's a bigger club. He's not. It's a small, look at him. He's a small boy. He is not. That club is bigger than him. You know, suffer will still continue to suffer. I can assure you. On Tuesday or Wednesday, that plays what's his name? PSG. The PSG will still beat them at home. That guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay.
They should do for better coach. That guy is not worth to be a Chelsea coach. Honestly, he complains too much. You go and focus. All know what to do to change the system of play, how Chelsea will play and win games. Now come and complain. Even the one that wants to match and they don't give it, and they didn't give you a penalty to is he going to say this? So you know what he's doing. You go and sit down somewhere.
Okay,
Anthony, I know you're happy today, Abi.
I don't understand.
Your team is winning the league now.
You chop rice Lipstone now.
I know. I will shop two of them. I will do so. I will shop like I shop Lipstone.
Sports radio. Chop rice Lipstone. So this title when Arsenal won't win. So it good if they win them. I'm sure if you're listening to me, my guy, those two big. It don't send me a picture of the kind of goats. Two big fat goats. And I may go control this thing. You see, make Arsenal not win the league. You say make Arsenal not win the league, make may rainfall. Hello.
Hello, Anthony.
I greet you.
Anthony, I greet you. Good afternoon. Joseph, I greet you.
I greet you. Good afternoon.
Yes, I come in peace. Anthony.
Yes.
Daniel Desmond, the world champion.
Okay.
I will see they use that name, the world champion, maybe in the next 4 games.
No problem.
Yes. Anthony, you know, say, this thing where is me or talk. Now, we think making sometimes I use this proverb where say, he who decide to marry the chief priest's daughter should not complain when he is being given concussion to it. Yes, that's so he did. You know, say, he did the kind meet where he go give him up, he didn't ask, he won't give him. He should talk. He said he don't start now. Very soon, all the media go focus on him. Even for the referee himself, and go the target Chelsea. He no one keep his mouth shut. Focus on the work where they give him. He never even do the work. He don't they complain. They complain too much. Even we will be the Chelsea fan. May no let us first for him. Before you know now, then go here start in. Time don't they count for them. No. Anthony, you know, say before, I never asked him and give us another cup. I never asked him and give them, but now I don't declare, say yes. But then give them their cup.
Now you they tell people to give us now the cup. Now you they tell people.
No, before, yes. No, now before, I never declare, but now, I don't declare us now as the rightful winner. For England this season, then deserve a Man City. They don't want to do the job. Even my own Chelsea, they don't want to do the job. So maybe all of them pass one side. So for Man U today, Man U Aston Villa, that game I see 2-2 draw, correct score, 2-2, correct score. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for that contribution. Because you mentioned Chelsea, as you mentioned Chelsea and you mentioned Arsenal and the title, I can't wonder. Chelsea fans say don't declare the title as Arsenal own. But Mikel say if Arsenal win this title, you no go recognize them. Joseph, are you aware?
I'm aware, but now in talking the talk. Now in Sabi, first of all, what is his stake? You know, who is he to say he's not going to recognize?
Say no go recognize them. Say an ugly title. Say Arsenal they cheat their way to the title.
Who then queue? Where you get that? I don't know what he's on about. Arsenal have, if they win legitimately.
So Arsenal have scored more goals than everybody in the league. They have the best defense in the league. They have more clean sheets in the league. They have more points in the league. They have more wins in the league. But Mikel Obi said they're ugly.
The only thing that
say not going to recognize them.
The only thing that will be ugly about it is when we later find out that they are cooking the books like it is in court with Manchester City. But this one is talking on his own accord. I don't understand.
Okay, Joseph, I'd like for you to go through the WhatsApp messages once more before we go. Hello.
Yeah, Anthony Bekedemo.
I greet you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Big OG, I greet you.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is the voice of Otto Patrick.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, Anthony, the only one that concerns me is Arsenal. Because the day Arsenal bought the Tojukure, I stake my money on Arsenal to win the league. And at the end of the season, I'm going to rake 430,000.
How much?
430,000.
How come?
Yes, I invested 100K. The day Arsenal bought the Tojukure, that Arsenal is going to win the league. And this is the time that is right for them to win the league. Because in the last 3 seasons, the Man City is beating them to the league because Arsenal did not have a striker. And the day they bought Jokore, the following day I invested on that game, that Arsenal will carry the league. And come at the end of the season, it does not matter what anybody did. That one we said the talk, say he never believed. I'm going to Ikea to beat Guardiola to the league. And I will first beat him in the Carabao Cup to win the league. All those mindset games that he's playing, he knew the game, the cup has gone. He knew the league has gone.
Okay.
He's just playing a 9 game.
Okay.
So I'm going to rake 430,000 at the end of the month, at the end of the season.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Joseph Obisheson on WhatsApp.
All right. Good afternoon. Okay, take this one before. Cantona is 100% right. Remember, he has been a captain before and knows how captain should lead his followers. Like this one from Apapa. Hi guys, as good as that sounds, the practicability of it is why it won't work. As an international lawyer, one thing we know but rarely say out loud is that international law's biggest problem is its implementation. It is often always a case of power is might. Demi from Ibadan. Good afternoon, Anthony and Demi. You know, this year EPL is gone already. Arsenal FC will be crowned champion at the end of the season. No going back as far as this is concerned. My name is Ola from Lawansin. Good afternoon, Anthony and Joseph. I think Cantona is on point because most of these leaders don't think how the fight won't take affect the common man. See how fuel prices they're on the high side. Even if the president will not be at the war front, but at least it should be in one of their military bases. City man from Onitsha. Okay, good afternoon, Radio Zanko and Joseph. I completely agree with Cantona. The president who initiates these wars should lead from the forefront with his family. After all, the leader is supposed to lead by example. John from Ibadan. Hello, Tony and Joe. What Cantona said, said if it is doable, would be a nice and wonderful concept. It will deter world leaders from taking actions which are not profitable to the general population. Nigeria should be the first to place such laws. Should be implemented. We have leaders who are wicked, selfish, and highly insensitive. Fidelis is your name from Hull City. Okay. Happy Sunday, my brothers in the studio. I say good afternoon, sir. Casey from Festac Extension. I'm a loyal Blues, but this present Chelsea now Amaka FC because they must disappoint. As for us now, all win now win. Good afternoon, Tony. Tell Daniel Desmond that they should continue wishing that Manchester City will catch up with Arsenal. He shouldn't give Arsenal the league yet. Let him continue. Let him and his cohorts continue wishing Arsenal failure. He has been the most vocal against Arsenal. He even said he hates everything about Arsenal. Decency from Ilupeju. It is all allowed. Olumide from Canada. Ogatoni, if Arsenal doesn't win this league, I will send a big goat to Villa FM.
You say what?
He said, if Arsenal does not win this league, I will send a big goat to Villa FM.
Where is he? Where is the person?
He's in Canada.
We don't want Canadian goats.
Everyone from Lekki Jakode, my joy is for Tony to be happy. Since 2004, Tony happy, you deserve it. My name is...
Who be this one?
Jakode, FJ1. Hi, my name is Oliver from Togo. Don't mind Mikel Obi. Do you know that Max Daumann has scored same Premier League goals just as Mikel Obi has scored for Chelsea for 11 years? Good afternoon. When I calm down, Mikel Obi the last goal. Max Daumann will score with that. My name is Prince Adebola. It took Mikel Obi 249. You don't talk this thing before. It was 10 minutes for Max Daumann to do it. Is this Max Daumann's first game? Good afternoon, Radio Anchor and Joseph. There was a claim that Chelsea management have serious concerns with Rossonero and they are eyeing PSG boss Luis Enrique from his replacement. Is it true? I don't know where that is coming from, but I don't know. I don't think so. I observed one thing about Chelsea team now. I don't know whether you two observed it. Presently, there's no way Chelsea will play that they will not score they will not score them first before winning it or losing it from Dyer. Let them continue. Good afternoon, Anthony and Joseph. I'm Ahmed from Ikorodu. I think FIFA would probably replace Iran with an Asian team. It would make sense to just replace them with Nigeria because there's even an African country in that Iran group. For Chelsea coach, always finding excuses up and down. Liam Ross Senior said he would take up the case of the referees in the midst of Chelsea players just before kickoff. Is that his problem now? Ezekiel from Ikorodu. Anthony no go happy for Arsenal wins. Anthony no go happy after Arsenal wins the league and other trophy because he no go see Charles drag us now in my Lagos. Good afternoon.
Who they drag us now? What do you mean that they drag us now?
Good afternoon, Anthony and Joseph. Anthony, Arsenal have won the league already in my church today. So we are having Jersey Sunday. You wear your club jerseys to church, and each club will march forward.
Which church is that one?
So Arsenal were crowned champions and were given the golden trophy. So you can see that Premier League is for us now. And for Liam, we will soon be sacked. Go down, guys. Jerry B, my name. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. If you know how happy I am that Chelsea is losing, you go think say I do juju for Alakwini and for Chelsea downfall.
Who is Alakwini?
Nah, legendary actor.
Okay.
I remember when Chelsea, Brilla fans were saying Maresca was not good enough, calling them. Why you? Okay, I remember when Chelsea were saying Maresca was not good enough, calling his name Marokwa. Shebi Rosemary don't they deal with them now? Maresca is a lot better.
Which one is Rosemary?
Rosemary now.
Some people they call him Ramsey Noah. Sports Radio Brilla FM is the station. We definitely are getting set to join our partners in the UK. You know, matches are kicking off. I gave you team news. These matches are nearing kickoff. The action is right here on Brilla. Let me squeeze out one or two more calls before we go. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, my name is Gabriel.
Go on, Gabriel.
Okay. So I think the Jersey coach complaining too much. Even their fans are complaining too much. We know most of these complaints, they are true, but it doesn't happen to Chelsea. If you check the matches that have been played so far this season in the Premier League, you will see similar things happening to Chelsea that are happening to that. It is not everything that referee will get right. Sometimes I feel that it didn't go their way. There are times that publication will go their way as well. So they should work hard to win their next match. Then continue to win match. Then I don't think that the coach is not to protest. I just think that it's not working out for him now. Maybe they need to give him some time. Maybe by transfer, next transfer with somebody to support him. Let him build his own team. Keep out the players that feel that are not giving him what he wants. Get other ones, get to see him right play. They shouldn't rush to sack him because they might just sack him and the person they are bringing may not actually do better too.
Okay.
So then after they are looking very good. I remember I said that considering the many match and the way Arsenal play and the way they play, the Arsenal stand a better chance to gather more points than Man City. And it's already happened. So, so far it has been interesting. A lot of people have tried the way Arsenal play, including Mikel Obi. You know, but Mikel Obi forgot that the first Champions League that Chelsea won, the one with Chelsea, that they played against Bayern Munich, that played, you know, through attacking football. Attack Chelsea dominated that match, took over 70% of that match, all from beginning to the end.
Okay.
But Chelsea still found a way to win that match.
Okay, I must let you go at this point in time because we have to join our partners in the UK. Thank you very much. Don't touch it. We're simply just changing gears. Our partnership in the UK will take over us from